Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Morrigan Society, specifically season one finale of the Morrigan Society. I'm Mary, your resident nerd on wheels, and I'm so excited to take you on this season's final leg of the journey. But before we get into the wonderful charity project that we are a part of this month, we're going to quickly do some introductions. I am going to start. We're going to start with Mr. Williams.
Ah. Hi, I'm Steve, Tall Halfling on the social, sometimes Tall Halfling RPG. But here, Mr. Williams, your butler. You only have one more opportunity to make any requests if there's anything you need me to do for him. And you.
Love that.
And then you can popcorn it to the next person.
Crimson.
Hi everybody, Crimson Soul, he, him, playing Violet Eklund, she, her, your favorite Plan B. There's one thing you can count on is that I've already put a knife in it, don't worry about it. And with that, I'm gonna popcorn it over to Danny.
Thank you so much, Crimson. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Nerds with Dice. I am Danny Mendoza, he, him, Daniel Mendoza everywhere, and playing Father Varela Segundo SJ, he, they, who is going to be fine, Mary, right? I'm going to be good.
You guys just are going home to take a nap. It's going to be fine. There's not 3 hours left.
It's going to be such an easy carriage ride back. And nobody's going to be waiting for us when we get back. And we're just going to upgrade our facility because we have all this XP and we're really excited to do that. And then, I don't know, we're going to talk about our feelings. It'll be great. With that, I am going to kick it to Rand. Oh, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, great. I am Ran. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be Celadonna. She's a witch. And if Violet is your plan B, she is going to go plan C for Celadonna. And she's been reconnecting her roots and getting ready to kick some names and take some asses. Back to you, Mary.
Amazing. I am so excited to go on this journey. Before we get into our content warnings, this is Pride Month, and at Nerds with Dice, we are kicking off a 2-month-long charity one-shot situation for the months of June and July, and we are going to be raising money for Trans-Latine Coalition with our friends over at Sword and Key and So Maddie Games. And this is specifically for June that we're doing Trans-Latine Coalition. To give a little bit of a description of what this amazing charity is about, at Trans-Latine Coalition, TLC, we believe every TGI Latine deserves safety, dignity, and opportunity. Through comprehensive support, fearless advocacy, and dynamic leadership programs, we're building a future where our communities not only survives, but thrives. You can see the donation link in the chat on our social media page. It'll be in the Twitch chat as well. Our first goal is $300. Once we reach that, we'll be giving a $20 gift card to Friday Afternoon Teas. Amazing small business. Friday's teas are so wonderful because of how she uses her synesthesia to create teas based off of movies and books and different actual plays of like basically combining the flavors and the ideas that she sees when she listens or reads or watches media. It's really great small business. We have some little bonuses that you can affect the game with. We're going to start out with if you donate $5, you can give a helping hand. Give a player an extra die. In Vaesen, it's a D6 dice pool game. You have to get at least 1/6. But that's not always as easy as it looks. So an extra die is very helpful. For $10, you can summon the voice of the Morrigan. We will draw a tarot card that will affect the game. Come weal or woe, the truth will be spoken. For $20, Luck of the Irish. Give a player a reroll. Give them an extra chance to succeed. As said, D6 dice pool systems can be very finicky, and you can roll 10 dice and still get 0 successes. So those rerolls are super, super helpful. And if you're feeling really chaotic, you want to go full Fey mode, invoke Gesh. You can cause a Vaesen or enemy to immediately attack the expedition. I am well prepared with a variety of Vaesen that can just kind of pop in, say hello, throw a few punches, leave, and that's for $50. So if you really want to be a Chaos Goblin, there you go. But before we dive into the game itself, I want to give some content warnings. Vaesen is a horror game, specifically Gothic horror. As such, we are dealing with a historical time period, as well as creepy monsters and what we call Vaesen, basically creatures from folklore. Because of this, this is a dark game. It's made for mature audiences. Specifically tonight, I think we're going to get into the darker side of things, such as body horror, psychological horror, colonialism, Spanish colonialism, the different forms of suffering. We're going to be diving into existential terror, as well as occultism and occultism from different cultures, real world religion and religious iconography. If these things are something that makes you uncomfortable, your comfort so much more important than a game. We have so many wonderful VODs on our YouTube channel that you can go and check out, as well as wonderful one-shots that we will be playing throughout this entire month. As we get into it, a little recap of what happened last time. Throughout the season, our investigators, part of a secret organization known as the Morrigan Society, hiding under the Apollonian Society's nose. The Apollonian Society is controlled by Great Britain and is currently being used as a colonial arm in the different colonized nations that Britain has taken over at the moment in the 1890s. The team had been faced with a difficult choice. They've seen the harm that the Apollonian Society has done, and with it, the harm that Hawkins, the caretaker of Rose House, a creature known as the Avertak, a Irish vampire that gets their vampirism from sorcery. With this vampire, there was a big choice. Currently, it was bound to the Rose House and to the Apollonian Society, being controlled. And while Hawkins was not necessarily a good person, probably closer to what the team would call an enemy, two things can be true at once. Hawkins was a victim, and maybe this is the thing that might help him get back on the right track, or at least to help get rid of the Apollonian Society as well as the British control. You found the burial site, and with it released the Avertak. Whatever complications may arise from that, we will find out. But you have been on your way home after a whirlwind of a few months, the auction where everything, all of the major items that had originally been stolen from their home countries uh, were found back at their proper homes. You have been imprisoned and held a house on hostage with a Kusi, a dog that barks 3 times, and on the 3rd time, everyone within a certain radius of being able to hear it will die. It has been a long few months. And as we get into the tail end of this journey back home, where's everyone's minds at currently?
I'm holding on to the book. I'm holding on to the map. I've already looked at the book several times, the one that has, like a drawing of my home, and like the name, the fact that it exists. But I'm afraid to look at the map. I think Violet has looked a lot. Violet typically looks disinterested or just kind of like focused on something far off. She looks so like distracted and small for the rest of the ride home.
I think.
Celadonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go first.
Right. No, I was just gonna say that in reaction to that, um, having felt relief and gratitude at how things turned out under the tree, uh, would seek to give you space, Violet, and not impose, but would be attending to your withdrawal and sense of distraction. Uh, and if you were to look in Father Segundo's direction at any point, you would find that he would look back and he would smile in a way that you would know from prior experience is not meant to be an imposition, but is an invitation that if you would like to talk, he's here.
What I was going to do also has is kind of in relation to Violet, but in a much simpler way. I think Violet, if you were in deep contemplation, but whenever you happen to lift up your head and turn to Celadonna, she will just softly and almost a little with a little hesitation ask you, Violet, could I borrow a knife?
Oh, yeah, sure. Just reaches out, any number of them, just pulls out one. Does this work? Is this okay?
Just a small one would do. Thanks.
Yeah, she just like reaches out and grabs just like so regular knife, probably one about the size that she uses to like to throw offhand without thinking too much about it. Yeah, sure, here you go.
And she would just take it, and I imagine as a herbalist and a witch, she would have different vials and different little bottles that she would put potions and different herbs in. Um, and on the right, she would just empty one of them and use the knife that she had borrowed from Violet and just prick her fingertip and just drop a few drops of her own blood into the vial.
Hmm.
And she's not doing this super secretly, so anyone who is not deep in contemplation might catch a sight of it.
Not being deep in contemplation over here, I think would notice that as well, and would just check in to not again overly verbally even, but just look over, make sure that that he noticed, right, and just see if you need anything.
And she would just say to you, for insurance. And then
Oh.
we'll pass the knife back to Violet at an opportune moment.
I think after you pass it over and having taken in that contemplation, Father Segundo turns to you, Mr. Williams, and says, "How are you doing?"
So Mr. Williams was just about to open his mouth and say something to Celadonna. Saw the knife. Thought better of it. Have that conversation another time. When we've stopped for the night along the way, he's been whatever boarding house or whatever we stay at. He's sitting out back for a little bit of the evening with his fiddle, trying to learn some of the songs, trying to learn the tune that Kim was singing the first time we met her. That's kind of been going going on in kind of in the background. He's just been quieter than usual, but seems okay.
Would that, as you're trying to work that song out, Mary, would any of us, well, I don't want to ask for everybody else, but would I have an opportunity to try to figure out if I recognize the song?
100%, absolutely.
Do I
And
need to roll something specific for that, or?
potentially, I guess. So, and just recap of, is it Mr. Williams that is playing the song?
Yeah.
So I will do this. This is kind of going to be a how Mr. Williams can base how many successes that are needed. Usually for a normal check, it's 1 success, hard is 2, and then impossible is 3. But since this is kind of picking up the song and specific to Mr. Williams' character, go ahead and give, I would say, either learning logic or I could see an argument for inspiration empathy as well.
Inspiration is
Okay.
usually what I roll to perform. So that seems like a good.
May I give myself just a little bit of wine before rolling that inspiration empathy roll?
If you want to get drunk this early, by all means.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, drunk is relative. Just enough for
A little nip,
+1
that's
bonus to inspiration when using
It's like-
alcohol.
Father, I've been meaning to tell you. I've been noticing that you've been hitting the flask a lot these days.
And and then it just goes, "Do you want some?" The Violet also.
No, I think I got enough going on right now.
Fair enough. If you change your mind, it's here.
Mhm.
On a similar note, Mr. Williams takes a sip of the tea from his thermos that really is a remarkable new invention.
3 successes, Mary.
What song are you playing, Mr. Williams?
Ooh, 4 successes over here. The first time we met our resident ghost at the castle, she was singing something that I don't think we ever got a name to. I'm not even sure if we got words to, but kind of an earworm.
Love that. I think the reason I was asking is if it's something that we could pick up and accompany with, I think you will have Father Segundo with, I guess, with flask of wine, with whatever he's carrying the wine in hand, join you in a little bit of the song. And as a reminder, as I believe this is Father Segundo's carriage that we are all in, everybody is able to clear a condition while we're heading home right now, separate from the singing. The singing is just what I think that Father Segundo would likely engage in if it seems like it would be welcome when Mr. Williams is going at it.
Yeah, he has no objection.
As the music swells, and it is a very relaxing experience. You can see even just it even leaks outside of the carriage, and as people are dawn is breaking. You're about mid-morning by the time you make it back to Galway. But there's a few people working in the fields that kind of give a little smile at the faint music coming from the it's not a wagon. It's my brain. Carriage. Thank you. But there's faint music coming from the carriage, and it's just kind of as the light is just hitting the rolling green fields and plains of Ireland. You see there are it is planting season as different vegetables and other Important things are being planted in the fields. It's a very warm, nice spring day. You guys make it home, and there are a few letters waiting, as well as a newspaper.
What does the newspaper say?
There is a very big plastered photo on the front of it, um, talking a bit about the end of the land wars, a thing that has been currently going on in the background of Irish tenants at this point were not able to even come close to affording the land prices there, nor were they really allowed to. But there have been many riots and different acts of rebellion that has been kind of pushing the British government into giving more allowances at this point. What you see on uh, the front of the newspaper is that there is a picture of the uh, lieutenant governor, um, the one that you had previously met on an adventure in Bialtana, um, on the hill of Wishniak. Uh, you see the governor there, the technically figurehead of the British control of Ireland. Alongside him is a very familiar woman, very familiar. Uh, Celadonna, you see your mother kind of giving a kind wave for the photo moment, and there reads across the top that the where is it? Da, 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 da. The Land Act of 1891 has officially been signed, allowing tenants to be able to borrow funds to be able to buy their land back.
I'm definitely not hogging the newspaper, and I'm happy to essentially be sharing all of that information out loud with everybody so that all of us have the same information.
If you share the newspaper with Celadonna, she will kind of clutch on it, and like clenching it as her fist just sort of grip onto the paper as she sees the image. But she's gonna control herself, release it, and then pass it on to the next person.
It doesn't
I
mean
am
anything to
not
me. So good.
not the least bit of surprised.
Yeah.
And I should correct myself, the actual name of the act is the Purchase of Land Act of 1891.
Copy that.
What do the letters say? Or who are they for?
Yeah, they're normal ones. You see some that are the normal Apollonian Society billing. There is one addressed from the Council of Elders. And then the oddity of the bunch, it's not addressed to any of you. Specifically, it is, Mr. Williams, you would be able to notice this. It is in Delilah's handwriting, addressed to her father, Lord Hall.
Addressed to Lord Hall, but sent here.
Correct.
Definitely going to read that one. Before I forget, though, having gone to the trouble of teaming up with Celadonna to build a thriving little herb garden outside. What condition is that in?
It is blossoming. It is like one, they've grown significantly faster than they should have. And it is green and lush. You see the herbs that both of you have planted, both medicinal as well as for culinary uses. You also see some different flowers and things that definitely were not planted there when you guys were there, but they're very beautiful. They're very brightly colored, almost like uh, with how the light reflects off of it. It has a slight pearlescent quality. They definitely don't look like they're from here.
All right. Need to ask some questions about that as well, but I'm glad somebody was taking care of it. And yeah, he's gonna sit down somewhere and examine this letter. And unless there's anything else odd about the envelope, go ahead and open it up.
You open the letter. I'm going to copy and paste the text that we got from Delilah. So let me send that to you real quick. You can choose to read it aloud or not. The one thing I will say that you do know is Delilah is very good about sending secret messages.
Hmm.
But this is at least what the base letter says. And if you want, I can read it out loud. If you want to keep it private, that's all right too. But entirely up to you.
All right. So he takes a quick look, and he'll gather the others and point out the addressing of the envelope that seems rather odd. One question as I prepare to read this, do I know what Delilah calls her dad?
Mostly first name basis.
Okay. All right. Because I'm just noting the letter is addressed to father, which we happen to have one of those. Father, it says, your presence is noted and appreciated. I had left the home of inquiry temporarily, so I may walk down the hall that has been built for me. More apples will be growing more apples will be growing where you are, I hear. Best to pick as many as possible for a fruitful harvest. I do not know really how to love, but it would upset me, I think, if you were in danger. Let Donna know she is in my thoughts. Stay well and stay safe. I hope to be able to return to mysteries soon. I am bored, and it's been hard to dust. Evelyn Sharp.
Since you shared this with us, would you be able to show us how this is formatted?
He certainly does, and I will
I can copy and paste it real quick.
do so momentarily.
Okay.
Is there anything special about the way that it's written on the page, or?
It does, like, there's no random letters that are capitalized. It looks rather innocuous. You do realize though that it is a very large piece of stationery for the amount that is written.
Okay.
If I like walk by and I see that, I'm just like, hey, can I see that letter real quick?
Of course.
I'm gonna run my fingers over the empty part of the stationery. About feeling indentations.
You feel a slight residue.
how do you do this again? Hey, does anyone have a
Going to
lamp?
quickly light a candle, see if it's that kind.
Yeah. There's no one with a...
Also, I could cut a lemon if we've got. Get a little bit of lemon juice going, or since we used my wine before, apparently that you can do like a sort of a diluted wine, and it does the same kind of thing as lemon juice.
Yes, but that's a terrible waste of wine.
I agree. I think the lemon juice is more the move.
Sure. Like if that's the case, like the first thing being just like felt over, she left a message, um, and then we just like go through deciding use the lemon juice and having a candle as a backup so we can see what's there.
Yeah.
So before you get too far into the lemon juice,
Mhm.
just a quick thing. Lemon juice usually is for writing the message. Uh,
Copy.
Turmeric and
Understood.
something else is usually for revealing.
For reading the
Um,
message.
mhm.
Understood.
Mhm.
Copy. Thank you for that. Then yeah, we can do that. I assume we have turmeric somewhere. Actually, that's a good question. Mr. Williams, Celadonna, do we have turmeric?
Perhaps
I'm
a
sure.
thought on that.
Or heat. Heat would
I-
also do it.
He's looking at the written
Yeah.
part of the letter again. Let Donna know she is in my thoughts. There's something I'm not remembering, but there's a flower, an herb, something that is for thoughts. That might
Oh,
be
that's interesting.
something we should use.
See, that's funny because that would actually be Violet's wheelhouse if Crimson knew what it was. What were the flowers that were in the garden again? The new ones? Oh wait, we don't know what they are. We just kind of roughly know what they look like. That they're iridescent, right?
Pearlescent.
Yeah, they look kind of
Um,
strange.
I feel like so Celadonna will know pansies are for thoughts, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And she will share that almost instinctively.
What about this
There's a
app?
feeling anyway.
What about this apple picking? Best to pick as many as possible for a fruitful harvest. More will be growing where you are, I hear. Feels like a warning that something is coming. What does it mean to pick more apples?
Apollonian?
Okay.
Mhm.
I suppose, well,
Although many things did suddenly grow outside. So
no, but I do think that the apple picking, you're right, is probably that the Apollonian Society is going to be descending upon us, and best that we. I am not endorsing what I'm about to say, but knowing our friend as I do, that the answer is best that we kill as many of them as possible. Is probably the picking of the apples if they are in fact agents of the Apollonian Society, um, because it
Rather
seems that
confine them
they're
into a barrel, whatever that means.
yes. Well, that is a good question. What would it mean to confine them into a barrel?
Hey, Mary, would it be just because I think like this would be a thing that Violet might have set up at some point? Would it be with the consent of everyone at the table possible to say that we use some of the points that we've gotten from solving a mystery to have set up defenses for the castle?
Absolutely. Let me pull that. I have that PDF. Get to the headquarters. So there are some options, like specifically like an armory or weapons corridor. Trying to see if there's any other like specific like
Traps.
facilities.
We need to home alone
Yeah.
our house.
I think home aloneing our house is a very good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no like way to buy like something a pre-written like traps or something. That's definitely something that we can spend and do like a homebrew type situation with. We can absolutely like the castle defenses can be the name of it. Looking at how similar rooms cost wise, I would say this would at least be a 5-point cost because of the amount of resources you would need to like basically home alone the castle.
Right.
Like there's some things like that uh just need like refurbished, for example, but there are other things where like you need to build, like if you want to do a pit trap, that's going to take a little bit of extra work, but there may be like
Mhm.
certain built into the ground that you have been able to notice on your walks around the castle that would kind of like work for those kind of situations. So absolutely we can have that, and it can add basically difficulty to anyone trying to attack.
Okay.
On a similar note, because sometimes being a butler actually directly comes in handy. Mr. Williams is going to make a note to spend some time making sure that the bell pulls throughout the house, the "Hey, I need a servant in here" things are all up and working, and um, a light enough touch that that somebody like Trinket might be able to pull and get a ding, need help.
Absolutely, yeah, you can absolutely make sure the systems are in tip-top shape, as well as making it so they're a bit easier to use. No problems there. Sort of like an
Just do
early
not
alert.
get any ideas and think you're going to be summoning me all over the castle. And he's looking around at the whole group.
Before we get too far away from this idea, I'm gonna hold the letter to a light and see what we find out.
All right,
Yeah.
you heat the paper, and it reveals a more succinct explanation of the innocuous letter. And these are Lewis's words.
It could be anything, really. I'm so sad, Lewis says.
But the secret message reads, Williams, I have closed the Hall of Mysteries to prepare to take my mother's seat and play double agent. Apollonian society will be more active in Ireland. God, I'm bored and miss cocaine. Also, Delilah misses Celadonna and begrudgingly cares for them both.
That's why the Donna reference, I think, specifically, right,
Mhm.
is the missing Celadonna. That's fair. That's funny. Missing cocaine. I mean, they must have it in London, don't they? All right.
Do we know what the Hall of Mysteries is?
Yeah, that is Delilah's private business. That is her investigation agency.
Ah. Okay.
It's just like, and no mention for me. I fought a platypus bear for her.
God damn it.
That's fantastic. I mean, sometimes people just take things for granted. Fighting platypus bears, right. Um,
Does anyone have any thoughts about, I do not know really how to love, but I think if you were in danger would upset me, that I find it difficult to believe that that's something Delilah is actually saying, but I'm not seeing a translation in
the thing that really strikes me about it is that it is in the context of the official letter sent a non sequitur, right? The thing before it and the thing after it do not seem to be the thing of it. More apples will be growing where you are, I hear. Best to pick as many possible for a fruitful harvest, leading into I do not know really how to love, but it would upset me, I think, if you were in danger, is part of why I read the apples as danger and the picking of them as a call to violence against them. Because if more of the Apollonian society is coming our way, then I feel like the next part there is a startlingly frank admission of the truth to you, Mr. Williams, of I don't know really how to love, meaning I don't know really how to love you, Mr. Williams, for all that you have given me.
Like
But it would
familial.
upset me to think, yeah, familial love, familiar, yeah, like not romantic love. But
Certainly not.
um, it would upset me, I think, if you were in danger. Is basically like for Delilah saying, "I don't want you to die. Take care of yourself. I need you to be okay." Is what I would interpret there. And let
I
Donna
suppose
know
if
she
we,
is in my thoughts is also I also love Donna, and that's where the translation comes in, right? Yeah. So you were gonna say,
I suppose it could also be the opposite of love, a call to action.
mm-hmm.
And there is hatred to be had for the Apollonian society,
Yeah.
and the last one I just interpreted as, well, it could be just about love does not have any explanation, and for me, it is the oldest form of oldest form of magic. There is power in love, and you do not have to know how to love to be able to do it.
Yeah. Arguably, you just need to get out of your own way, right? We could talk
Yeah.
ourselves out of it more than we need to talk ourselves into it.
Violet has kind of like left this conversation and then come back with a pickaxe.
Like, is that for Violet? Is that for apples, or are we going to go dig something up?
Um, I mean, I guess you could say it's for apples. I need something to do with my hands, and I feel like digging traps is going to be the best thing I can do right now.
Is there anything we could do? Because I remember the first time we ever got here, we were trapped in a corridor with a
Hmm.
ghost and a nightmare. Can we set up a trap, something like that?
I could set up a couple of spike traps. All you gotta do is throw a knife to let the trap fall down and impales anyone who's stuck in the hallway.
I will not be participating in that part of the planning, but what I can say, and I say that with great affection and admiration and no judgment, what I can say is I'm tempted to think, Celadonna, perhaps it would behoove us to go to the seance room to see if there's some way that we can speak to those who live here alongside us and see if they may be of assistance or feel comfortable being of assistance in defending this place that is much theirs as ours, arguably perhaps quite a bit more theirs than ours.
I think I think the same. I I do not think I have it in me to try to cut down the apple tree, but I would like to collect the apples if it doesn't mean bruising them during the process. And if the ghost, the spirit, can help us to achieve that, I'll do my best.
Can I ask you something that has been haunting me a bit since the day I met your mother? It isn't about her, it's about me. I find myself again having my mind stray to the idea that if these apples bruise themselves, if they were to come here in an attempt to harm all of us and harm those whose home this is far more than it is ours, that perhaps it is not violence for us to allow them to step into a danger of their own making, similar to what I thought about that governor on that day. And yet, and here I hold up the newspaper, I find that not only was I a moral failure for not understanding that what I am called to do, what I was called to do in that moment, was to try to help change the heart of that man. I see that here is the greatest reason why. It isn't about my mortal soul and it isn't about his. It is about the fact that in allowing that to occur, allowing that anger inside of me to fuel a sense of, well, if you are not willing to help yourself, if you are coming here to hurt others in bad faith, perhaps it is due justice that you fall upon your own knife. It isn't only those who fall upon their own knives who have to pay the price. In the control that your mother now has over that petty man, we now see terrible things wrought. Terrible things that would have been wrought anyway. Perhaps some terrible things your mother has stopped. I don't know. But I do know that I should have changed, tried to help change, invited to change this man's heart.
We made a choice. We made a choice. We prevented one thing from happening and allowed something else to happen. My mother has great capacity for terrible things, and I regret being a part of anything that she has planned to do. And it is my mission, and continuously so, to prevent her from causing more harm or more danger to any of us. But what I have always realized for myself, and perhaps this is because of who she is that it is not up to me to decide whether or not someone deserves justice. Only fates could decide that. And if I see someone who is about to fall on their own knives, I'm not sure. If I allowed that to happen, the blood is on my hand still.
I agree. I wish I had more doubt about it, honestly, in some part of myself, because it feels as though it would be easier if I did, but I don't. So these apples, if we allow them to pick themselves, to belabor the metaphor, it will be the same.
Some of the apples don't have any choice upon which trees they grow out of.
They don't. They may not even be acting upon their own accord. We don't know.
That's my
Perhaps we
fear.
speak, I think you might be right. Perhaps we speak to our friends in the seance room. Rely upon their judgment, be honest with our hearts, and express that we do not wish harm upon those who seek to harm us. We simply seek to put them in a position where they are not able to harm others
I feel
while
like
they search their own hearts.
if Violet's still getting things together to start digging outside, she is going to offer a counterpoint to where she says, I mean, it's nice and all to imagine that there are some people out there with good hearts who just got caught up in this. But when it comes down to it, intent is secondary to impact.
Yes, of course.
Every single person who comes in here to harm us, to take control of this place, to enforce the will of the Apollonian Society, that is the impact that they are going to have. The intent that they had before they started doing it is secondary to what they are here to accomplish.
I agree.
My priority is to defend each one of you, defend myself. Perhaps defending myself is secondary to everything else, but defending each one of you is my priority.
And
Just looking over at you a second, Celadonna, full eye contact. As a favor to me, I would prefer that defending yourself not be secondary. It would hurt my heart. And over to you, Violet. You're right. My concern is more that I cannot control and should not control the actions of others. I can only control the actions of myself. And I am seeking to ensure that my intent does not lead me astray into an impact I do not intend. I
That's
don't want to do what they do.
you want it to be better, but we have opposing goals. And it's something that you are aware of more often than not is that there is no meaningful change that doesn't have some sort of price attached to it afterwards. I'm not looking to kill everybody in the Apollonian Society. I'm not looking to kill anybody. I'd like to take a nap.
You deserve a nap, Violet. And you deserve to live in a world where you do not need to be compelled to kill anyone.
But that is, and as much as I would like to, as much as I would, she hesitates for a moment, really like to. There's a reason why sometimes I can't. And with intent being secondary to impact, my intent is to protect this space. My intent is to protect all of you. I'll worry about the impact that my intentions have when the smoke clears.
I would
This
just
is
ask
why-
you to remember, all of us to remember, that we are not here merely for our welfare or the welfare of the Apollonia Society. We have from the beginning been here for the welfare of the people, human and otherwise, in this place.
Ultimately, that is such a wise statement. Ultimately, I cannot let, for my part, my concerns for my own soul supersede the needs of this community or any of you. I'm with you on that.
So talk to him if we can, but if we can't, I'm choosing you all, I'm choosing this place over them every day of the week.
Father, the only reason I consider protecting myself as secondary is because I trust each one of you to have my back. And I have yours as well.
And you have that, and I understand it. I don't want to stand here as a hypocrite as though I don't do the same thing. I do. I put your safety above mine every time, and I understand that is not what any of you would want me to do either. And I do it because I trust you to. I will do what I can, what is in my power, to protect each of you in every way that I can for as long as I can.
That being said, and then she like whistles, and then she's got everything she needs on her back to start busting up rock and dirt outside. I'm going to be at that for another couple hours.
Love that so much.
Well, then let's go talk to some ghosts, shall we?
Lead the way.
So before we get into the next scene, we have a donation.
Hey, let's go.
All of you hear a voice in your head. It is a feminine voice. It is an illumination of truth. See, in Irish mythology, prophecies are more so truth that has not yet been spoken. It is something that has happened, is happening, or choices that could possibly be made. We're going to be using the Darkwood Tarot by Sasha Graham and art by Abigail Larson. Very beautiful tarot deck. It's one of my favorites. And so we're going to draw, see what we get. Oh, no. Okay. It's Major
not
Arcana.
a reassuring thing to hear from a GM.
Oh no is so perfect. Can somebody clip that, please?
Oh no.
That is
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah.
It is the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, it's not Tower.
It's not Tower yet, but
yet. Oh geez. Yes.
But
that merely means I need to make time to watch Pat Sajak. That's all.
God damn it. But what this means, it is about change. It is about time, being present in it. It is about are you able to flow with the time and accept what is going on? Uh, or are you still stuck in the past? For this, I need everybody to give me a d6 roll. Uh, odds, it's going to be one option. Evens, it's going to be another.
I got a 1, Mary.
This
Got
is
a
perfect.
1. Yeah.
Odd here as well.
6.
All right. So, who are my odds, real quick?
Everyone but Ran.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
this works really well. Okay, so you have gotten the card upside down. Uh, you are having a very hard time living in the present and instead are stuck on a past memory. What is keeping you from living in the moment? Take one mental condition.
Okay.
Uh,
I mean, I feel like it's really easy for me. Like when it comes down to it, right? I'm thinking about a different time. I'm thinking about how probably like one of the last days that I had back home in Tierbach. I only barely remember the name, so I'm just like making sure that I'm not.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Teeth Rock, where like one of the last days that I was out washing clothes in the river. My mom came by just to like chit chat, just like general things about the town, whose kids are now getting older, and like wow, the time flies. My husband was out in the fields, just tending to the crops, taking care of the cattle, and thinking back about how like that was such a like pleasant like nothing memory. Like there's literally I couldn't tell that as a story because there's no like beginning, there's no end, there's no like rising action or anything. It's literally just a pleasant content time. And thinking about how that's probably the last memory I can tell that I couldn't tell as a story. Thinking about how if I were to be there now, could I be content that way, just sitting at home, doing laundry, looking at my husband in the field, having a good time, the sun shining. What I, if I like were to get incredibly more like metaphysical about it because of things that we've been talking about recently, um, as I'm sitting there thinking about washing those clothes in the river, and then all the blood I have on my hands, the idea of the thought of like the clothes becoming dirty because I'm the one who's washing them.
Hot damn.
And that's mine. And I took hopeless.
do you want to go or should I?
It's still formulating. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
No worries. Segundo goes off for a moment. Thinks about his decisions, thinks about his unwillingness to engage in violence, thinks about what it means to engage in violence, honestly. When there is anger in one's heart, thinking about the violence of choices not made, the violence of allowing for harm, thinking of the wisdom in Celadonna's words, the wisdom in all of their words. Thinking of Cuba, and thinking of penance. Years earlier, before leaving Cuba, I sought to be a shepherd of liberation. I was looking at the people of my island, people who deserve to determine their own lives, and found themselves ruthlessly exploited, overworked, underpaid, subjected to appalling conditions with no regard to their safety or their personhood. I saw wealthy landlords and Spanish military treating my people as resources, as assets, as things to be consumed and used and cast away. I knew that a violent uprising would be a slaughter. I wanted to make something peaceful viable. When the resentment of my people boiled over into protests, I did not urge them to hide. I used my voice, the same voice I use still, to fan the flames of their righteous anger. I gathered them. I told them that God's justice was our armor, and if we stood united in radical love and defiance, that Spain would listen and leave. I gave them a home. In the home that I was given to protect, I convinced parents, children, workers that they would be safe together and in this place, that they could step into the light and demand their dignity, and I promised them a sanctuary that would keep them safe. And my arrogance caused me to forget, to deny what I knew was true of how empire responds to defiance. Our movement had barely taken a breath before it was brutally put down. Those who viewed our peaceful gathering purely as a threat to public order marched on our sanctuary. I stood at the door. I held my book. I believed that I could use my voice somehow, more powerfully than what they carried, that my words and my calling could shield everyone inside, and my eloquence meant absolutely nothing. By gathering them all in one place, by convincing them to stand their ground instead of fleeing into the night, I hadn't made a sanctuary. I made a trap. They didn't care about the sanctity of this sanctuary. They didn't care about what I had to say. They didn't care about anything. I survived. I don't know why. Those who trusted me, they didn't. Because of me, because of my pride, because of my principles and my privilege to have them, they died. And that was one of many times when the Spanish authorities claimed the slaughter was not caused by them, and when they were not busy blaming those who died, they blamed people like Celadonna. So I don't know what to do right now. I am lost, truly, inside of myself, and the only thing that is anchoring me to this place and this time and any sense of the direction that I should go is all of you.
Following that, something's been weighing on Mr. Williams since the last time we went to this same seance parlor. Celadonna asked if we fear her, if we ever feared, past tense, her. And he was in his feels, and he didn't say anything at the time, and that has been gnawing at him. And the answer is no. It's an easy answer. No, he wasn't afraid of her. It doesn't matter what you can do. We all have the capacity to do all kinds of terrible things. Violet and her dog, Celadonna, myself, even Father Varela could pick up a gun tomorrow. So no, not afraid. And then he's thinking back about his last night as a fiddler at that hall. And he wasn't afraid there either. He was arrogant, he was proud. He was ignorant and didn't know about what the potential outcome could be. And he's thinking about what it means to not be afraid. You can be not afraid because you don't recognize the threat, or choose not to see the threat, or choose not to believe that anything bad could possibly happen. He's trying to wrap his head around about being unafraid but still aware. The easy answer there is you focus on what somebody does, what their acts are, what their history of acts are, but that doesn't really tell you in the moment what they're going to do today. Father Varela could pick up a gun tomorrow. I don't believe that he will. I don't believe that Violet would hurt us or allow Ian to. I don't believe that Celadonna would. Trying to be unafraid, but like I say, still aware. I think that's where he is. And it's interesting that inside his brain, he does not have an accent, but there you go.
Celadonna, you are very lucky. At some point tonight, when you need aid, a friend will arrive to help you. Keep it in your back pocket. Whenever you want, you can basically say, I'm using the Wheel of Fortune,
Mhm.
and a friend will arrive to help.
Great. Adding more things in my arsenal of plan C's and D's and E's. Yeah.
So Father Segundo, you wanted to do a seance, is what it sounded, and Celadonna. And it sounds like for Violet, go ahead and give me a vigilance logic check as you're outside. You're making traps, Home Alone style. But for what is Mr. Williams doing during the day today? Before we get into the seance.
Well, I mean, he has plenty of work to do getting things back in order, partly from being away, mostly from before we were away. Everything was done the way that Carlton wanted it done, and that obviously has to be fixed. So he's keeping himself busy. He's still kind of stuck in his memories and his thoughts. I think he does take some time to do a little bit of automatic writing, trying to reach out across all the miles to some of the spirits that wrote to him at Rose House. Basically, he wants to know whether the staff there is free now. If if they were being held again, forced against their will by Hawkins, and we've set him free, did he return the favor, or do we still have to do something there? It is much more difficult for him as a butler than for pretty much anybody else in the society of the time to refuse to allow staff to be invisible. He's not leaving that behind until he finds some answers, but he is not going to send a telegram or anything and wave red flags at the staff or the Apollonian Society or any of that.
Also, Mary, that was one success.
Fantastic. So for automatic writing, go ahead and give me the automatic writing check to resolve your trap making. Brilliant work. You're able to basically get the trap set up to basically reimburse that the development points for it. You also have made it them hard to get out of, so it will not only slow them down to get to the castle, it will give you warning as well. For the vigilance check, however, you notice a telegram person, a telegram delivery person, running towards the castle as you are trapping the house.
Just kind of standing there. Hello?
The young man just kind of is bent over, like panting of like just to get from the post office to the castle is a bit of a jaunt. He then catches his breath and just says, "Madam, I have a telegram. It is written as urgent. So I ran as far as I could to get to you now, and I just need to make sure that you will get this." So he hands you a telegram with the recipients being the residents of Menlo Castle from Rose House.
All right. Thanks. Walk back. Deep breaths. Don't pass out on the way back home.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. And he takes his page boy cap off and kind of holds it and kind of like wringing it, very much looking like trying to get the courage to say something, and then says, Madam,
Yes.
I just want to say thank you. You all, you helped my uncle, and well, I would have been very sad should he have passed back at the festival. And we're all very happy that you're here.
Yeah, don't mention it. That's what we're here for.
Maybe someday when I am a bit stronger, maybe I could come here.
That's not a decision to make lightly. I think on that one for a bit.
Okay. Well, I have time, but I want to help people like you help people.
I like how I help people, but there is someone here who I think would love to show you how to help people. Next time you stop by, be sure to speak to Father Varela.
Yes, ma'am. And he kind of gives a nod, his eyes bright, but you can tell like he had run-ins with Father Varela, but he's very inspired by you.
Hey kid, before he leaves off, stay safe, okay? Just kind of like very awkwardly about it, and if anyone ever gives you trouble, easiest places you hit him in the eyes, hit him in the neck, or hit him in the stomach.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe I could get some fighting lessons at some. I'd have to ask me ma, but I'm asking for too much, aren't I? Oh no, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And he just beat red. Just will run off, leaving that little thing of maybe fighting lessons before he leaves.
I don't really know exactly how Violet feels at that one moment, but I do think she's kind of been mechanically moving through this task of like building traps and everything out. I want to say that there's been like an overall sense of numbness that Violet has had in becoming more mission focused and less driven about where she like what she's wanted to do and where she's trying to go. I think at this like one moment of just like this young boy being like, yeah, you know, I want to be like you when I grow up. As far as like being numb to like herself or like sensations or things, I think she's fine. I think this is a very like specific thing. I feel like she's only just now aware of how sore her hands are from having used the pickaxe for so long.
It is a tiring work that you've been doing all day. It kind of seeps in. The sun is higher in the sky at this point, about at least midday. but you have gotten a lot of work done. There's still more work to do. There's always work to do. But you have built some very nice defenses.
And this moment where I'm taking this break, if I were to read over the telegram, what does it say?
It is a very formal apology. The contents read, "Dear members of Hawthorne House, it is with great dishonor that I come to you to apologize. As fate would have it, we realized too late that you all were framed. It has come to our attention that the butler formerly known as Hawkins has attacked the household and recently disappeared. It is imperative to find this person before they are able to cause harm. As such, we will be sending reinforcements as well as superiors to Ireland in order to aid you in your efforts. Warm regards, Regina Hall."
I feel as if these defenses mean a little less in the context of what we finally got in here. Sorry, I just thought of the funniest way of trying to get everyone's attention, but also that's not the way I should do that. So instead, I'm just walking.
Now I gotta know, though. No, now I gotta know what it would have been. An alternate world.
In an alternate world, it's just like, hey, I want to get everyone's attention, and so it's either literally that I cast fear or I do it and then Ian barks so that everyone in the house is just like panicked, and it's just like Violet apparently needs something. But that's not what she does here in this scenario, because that's insane. All she does is walks up and pulls on the recently redone and well maintained bell system that Mr. Williams has been working on this whole time to get everyone's attention as she walks in, and it's just like, hey, so about those apples.
Speaking of Mr. Williams, what did you get on your automatic writing roll?
2 successes.
You go into a trance as you are circling the page with your pen, and a space of time just disappears. And when it almost feels like you've taken a nap, but when you are back in the present, you see written out, "We are no longer controlled, but the curse still stands. Not Hawkins' doing."
All right.
For Father Segundo and Celadonna doing the seance, who are you trying to connect to? What is your plan with this? And this will have basically the bell will ring right before we go to break.
My suggestion for my part of it, what I was thinking was along the lines of, there are folks who live here in this land, in this place, in this house, people connected to here who have more right to it than we do. They should be warned that this is happening, and they should be offered our assistance.
Yeah, and I think in collaboration of that, Celadonna will, with her own connection to the spirit of the natural world, reach out to the spirit that is overseeing every tree that surrounds the house, every plant. And I think if Mr. Williams and herself have kind of put their heads together about their shared concern over the herb garden, like whatever that was, she's gonna try to get a sense of if there is any sort of spirit that could have been the cause of that or could have witnessed what was happening.
All right. Let me find the rules for their seance parlor. All right, so for this mystery, you can get an additional clue. No check required for the first summons. Okay. You summon a local spirit. The conversation at first goes very well. You're able to get your points across of warning of the things to come, specifically of the possibility of Apollonian society, trying to get that information out there. The spirit is able to provide some information that it would have been about when you left was when Trinket and her friends were tending the garden, and that they had taken some artistic liberty with what was planted. The spirit would cite that they did try and check in on it, and Trinket said that it would protect the plants. However, the conversation goes well, normal, and then black shadows begin to envelop the spirit only crying out, "What did you bring here? What did you do?" And it begins to scream. It screams in terror, being swallowed up. You see it transform Celadonna. Being an occultist, you have a deep connection into a being of fear, swallowed whole. We are going to take a quick break, but first, we have another tarot card donation. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay. All right. We got another major arcana.
Okay.
It's Judgment.
All right.
I mean, I feel like we have a great collaborator in this tarot deck. We should do this all the time.
I shuffled this so well. I took time. I don't know what's going on. But if you want to see the outcome of what Judgment does, as well as helping us raise more money for the Trans-Latine Coalition, stick around. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the conclusion of season 1 of the Morrigan Society. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the second half of the Morrigan Society. I am Mary, your resident nerd on wheels, and we are getting ready for the last hour and a half, and nothing bad has ever happened. We are raising money for the Trans-Latine Coalition, TLC, that helps give safety, dignity, and opportunity to the trans-Latin community. We are having a bunch of different donation goals, including the $300 goal that will raffle out a $20 gift certificate to Friday Teas, Friday Afternoon Teas, a great, wonderful small business. And we have some donation options for you to affect the game. For $5, you can give a helping hand, give someone an extra die. This is a dice pool system. You need 1/6, but sometimes that doesn't come as easily as you would hope. You can have the voice of the Morrigan show up. We will pull a tarot card. No matter weal or woe, the truth will be spoken and it will affect the game. We also have Luck of the Irish. Give a player a reroll. As said, dice pool systems can be rather tricky, and as such, it is nice to have a mulligan at sometimes, especially when you're rolling 10 dice and then you don't get anything, and it's really, really sad. And last but not least, if you want to be prime time fair folk chaos goblin, $50 donation will give a Vaesen ample opportunity to attack as you invoke their Gesh, summoning them right in the middle of the scene. No matter what, it will just happen. I've got a list. I've got many options. We'll see what happens. But to recap what happened in the first half, everything's fine and happy, and there's nothing bad that could ever happen. The team has spent time to help set up defenses for the castle. A threat roll was made because of the update to the castle itself, a successful threat roll, which made the Apollonian Society's telegram arrive sooner than they expected. They also received a letter from one of their other confidants as far as investigations are concerned, Delilah Hall, who currently is acting as a double agent in the Council of Elders. Within the letter, there was explained that the Apollonian Society is coming and to get ready for it, as well as other bits of information, sending her love to both Celadonna and Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams has done an automatic writing and found out that while these servants are no longer under the co-pilot mind control that Hawkins had been having to use, the curse still stands on them. That truth curse that ended up taking the life of Carlton. So some wins, some losses. And within the telegram, it states that the Apollonian Society is very sorry for falsely imprisoning and that it was really Hawkins. It's all Hawkins' fault. Also, we're sending a bunch of people to come watch over you guys. It's totally fine, but it's really Hawkins' fault. Did I say it's Hawkins' fault?
Isn't that convenient?
So convenient.
right.
So convenient. And before we left, we had a nice little seance. We had a nice little chat with the ghost. Everything's hunky dory, and then it started turning into a fear spirit right before your very eyes, screaming and crying and all that. It's fine. We're good. Totally fine. And then we drew judgment. So to give a little info on judgment, let me get to that page. 113. All right, so basically we are at the point, this is the meaning, the positive aspect, the choices made, a wake-up call, eternal change. Nothing will ever be the same. Evolution is at hand, rebirth, heeding the call of your heart, and unfolding joy. The upside down aspect, the shadow aspect, need for constant stimulation and drama to cover up the heart of the matter, distraction and noise to hide from inner truth, refusal to change habits, struck with ideas defining a false sense of self, placing unrealistic expectations on others. I need another D6 roll from everybody. Let me know whether you get odds or even.
Why is this tarot deck reading me to filth, Mary?
It's a really, really good tarot deck. It is the Sasha Graham and art by Abigail Larson, Darkwood Tarot. Highly recommend. Book is really, really helpful if you're brand new to tarot. Oh, you got a 1. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Did everybody get odd?
Did everybody get on? I think that might be the case. I got a 5. I got a 5. So yeah.
3.
Why don't you just flip it around and make
Oh
it
my
the
God.
even, the odd, the bad one?
I
the
mean,
odd being the bad,
yeah, you know, it just mix it up for the last time. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, honestly,
Hey,
are we
All right.
surprised that anybody at this table is odd?
very
Meh.
true. I feel like that's not the best. Like,
Fair.
there's probably better ways to say it, but since we're in a D6 dice pool, I could do like high or low, but like we figured it out. Anyway,
I mean, I
for
rolled a
your
1.
reward,
There's nothing you can do about it. It's just
uh, your reward right now, distractions from the truth have made it hard to rely on your friends. You cannot benefit from the ally bonus for your next fear roll. What are you currently
Oh my
avoiding?
God.
I don't think I made clear with the last one the like out loud the condition that I took. It was angry. I was angry. And what I am actively avoiding is that anger. I am convinced that that anger and indulging in it is what allowed me to be so blind to what occurred that I remembered. And I do not wish for everyone I care about around me to once again die. So I am avoiding my anger. That's going to work out real well for everybody, right? It's healthy when you push it down. That's what you do with an emotion you don't like. It just down. So that is what Father Segundo is doing. He'd be very
I
disappointed
think
in himself.
in
Or
a similar
counseling himself.
vein, I don't have a mental condition, but Celadonna, I think part of the reason why Celadonna butted heads with Violet and Mr. Williams during the last story arc is because when she looked at them, it's almost like looking through a mirror that is a possibility, because she knows she in within herself there is that capacity of, in order to protect who she care about, she has the capacity to harm other people. It is within her blood, it is connected to her roots. Whatever her mother could do, she could as well. And I think she is avoiding that capacity to harm, in even with the intention of defending and protect the people that she care about.
I think for Violet, let me like rewind time on that one a little bit. I think for Violet, when I said that she's feeling the numbness of her hands from having used the pickaxe, her previous her previous consequence from the tarot was the feeling that she is like they like she's too guilty. There's too much blood in her ledger for her to like go home to the peaceful idyllic life that she had beforehand. I think that she's trying to hide from that guilt. One of the things that I'm saying that she was pushing down and she was avoiding as she was digging was just the thought of how many graves has she dug since she's been out here.
I think Mr. Williams is trying to avoid going back down. Well, he wouldn't call it a rabbit hole, but back down the rabbit hole, knowing that at least part of what was done to the staff at Rose House really was taken away. doesn't make it okay. Certainly doesn't make the other half okay, but is trying to stay busy and not think about maybe possibly having been slightly, just a little bit, a tiny little smidge wrong. Certainly not.
As this is happening, time is passing faster than you realize. About the time the bells ring, it is almost like you have all been in a stupor since that spirit's form was attacked. Shaking
Hold on.
yourselves.
So
Yes.
the shadowy figure is in the space still.
Yes, it like basically to describe in a little bit more detail, it was like shadows coalesced at the bottom of where that spirit was presenting and
Mhm.
swallowed it.
Because I think Celadonna would have tried to like allow the spirit to possess herself in order to protect it, if that's at all possible.
Normally, I would say yes.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest problem is the Vaesen that is doing this. I will give you a choice. You can absolutely
Mm-hmm.
try. This is going to be incredibly difficult. We're talking like a 3+ success roll to be able
Okay.
to do this. This is a very powerful Vaesen that is doing what it is doing.
Okay. I'm gonna try to use my medium ability to try to yeah, what should I roll to attempt?
Yeah, what is the roll?
Observation empathy. And remember, if you have a mental condition, which I don't think Rand does,
No, I don't.
then you don't have any negative dice, so you're good.
Okay. Guess what? 3 successes.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. This is what I was talking about. Anyway, but as you basically try, it is a tug of war. You can literally feel the spirit tearing. You're able to win that tug of war, just barely. And I mean barely. It is painful, it is difficult. You're housing the spirit, but this is a corrupted spirit. It does not feel right. You can tell that whatever Vaesen ability was used on this, it's incredibly potent. This is not something that can just easily be undone.
Mm-hmm.
And probably by the next full moon, this spirit will become a dangerous spirit. It's safe right now, but you as an occultist know, should you maintain connection as it begins to deteriorate, it will have very negative effects on your person.
Okay. I think for now she's going to try to like stretch that as much as possible, because it is important to her that the spirit who we have summoned, she just felt a sense of responsibility upon it. If we have not summoned it, perhaps this would not have happened to it. So she's going to house it for now until, it becomes not possible.
Love to help out.
I will say though, because of the judgment card, the time thing does speed up where it is about sundown when you're able to take on the spirit's form, and you hear the bells ring from like the warning bells that Mr. Williams had just fixed.
Yeah. It sounds like we're being summoned, Father, and perhaps we should
Uh,
continue another time.
yes, let's go. Are you okay?
I don't think so, but it's not really important right now, and there's nothing. I'm okay. It's not me that I am worried about.
Okay, but I do worry about you. Uh, as we go, Mary, would it be possible for me to use the power of names and in the walk engage in quiet reflection? This would be the one time I'd get to do it in the session, contemplating what I just saw that I know nearly nothing of. I don't have any information to ground myself in it, but just what I might have picked up from it. It's a learning logic roll to recall a fragment of lore about a specific Vaesen that I'm facing. For each success, I may ask the GM one question about its weaknesses, rituals, or motivations that must be answered truthfully.
Absolutely. Um,
For context, I
mhm.
also have performer ignore conditions when making. No, that doesn't go. Once per session, ignore the mental conditions from a skill test. It comes from dedicated. I'd be happy to spend that also to make sure that I don't have to take a penalty off of angry.
I would highly recommend that you do because absolutely you can do this. However many, just like how we did before, however many successes you get or how many questions that you get. Um, and I will say, if you would like, you can also have help.
Yeah, would that be okay? Um, all right. I think Celadonna might see that I'm deep in thought, attempting to contemplate this. Before I roll, is this the kind of roll that I can push, or is this a roll I cannot push? Just so that I know.
In this
If this is some
circumstance, I will say you can push.
Okay.
if
And I
this is
take a
something I
condition,
have
right?
witnessed the father have done before, I would like to help just by almost like pull out the kind of herbs that like enhances this kind of contemplation that I know him to be able to do. If that's possible.
Absolutely, it's possible. You can get an additional die.
Thank you. So that is a total of 66 for me without anything from like using dedicated so that the angry doesn't go against me. I did have to push, so I'm going to take frightened, and I have 2 successes from the push.
Awesome. You get one question for free always. And you get 2 additional questions. And keep in mind, this is something you can bank questions for later should you wish to.
Okay. I think, especially in the interest of time, maybe I only have one time for one question now, and the other 2 might come as they come. What is this Vesen's motivation?
It has a target, and nothing will stand in its way. And it will feed.
I don't know if it would be a second target for me to ask, or a second question for me to ask clarification there, because it might be possible that you kept that ambiguous on purpose. It's fine if it's ambiguous on purpose. Am I to understand from that feed on the target, or is that ambiguous deliberately?
So it is an all around yes. It is yes, it can feed on the target. It is yes, that it will feed on anything that gets in its way. It has a mission and it will feed.
Okay, I think that's the other 2 I'll bank, so that we're met up with everybody now.
As you're arriving at the front door, Mr. Williams joins you there, wearing a full-length apron and a chef's hat. He has been keeping himself busy in the kitchen, and you can smell wonderful things in the air, but that's not important in this moment.
Violet Holden telegram. So about those apples. And relays everything from the message before. Effectively that they're definitely blaming Hawkins, but we're about to have a whole lot more oversight on top of us here now as the Apollonian Society is effectively strong-arming us into taking over both this castle and the entire situation.
I would just like to note, thank you for the donation. Continue.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
I have been banking all of my planned C&Ds for this.
Yeah, I mean that's the end of it. Effectively, I'm just letting everyone know. So this is what Delilah meant before when she said those apples. I feel like we're less getting ready for a physical confrontation that against us, and one that we'll have to start. I feel like this is more of a moment where we're deciding if we're declaring open war on the Apollonian Society or if we're working in subterfuge under their nose.
Who's facing the outdoor windows?
I'll look outside.
You could have sworn it was just hitting sunset. But what you see outside is a perfectly stark, dark sky. No moon.
I would like to utilize my rosary. Once per session, I can interact with my memento to heal 2 of my own conditions while resting. I don't know if I'm technically resting right now. It's okay if that doesn't work. Otherwise, it allows me to heal a single one. So I can heal 2.
Sorry, can you repeat again what you're using your memento, correct?
The memento, which is I made it the rosary. So he's got the rosary in hand. He's looking out at the dark sky. He sees there is no moon, and it felt like a moment, possibly the last moment of relative rest, to possibly heal 2 of his own conditions, which would be the 2 mental ones that he has. If that's okay.
Yes, and I'm sorry. Do you? I keep missing the one part. Do you have an ability that gives you heal 2 on a memento?
Once per session,
Perfect.
I can heal 2. Otherwise, it just lets me heal 1.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. I knew there was an ability out there. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, you heal 2. You thumb the beads of the rosary, and everyone gets a sense of cold. It is very cold.
Sorry to retcon just a little bit. Mr. Williams, apron, chef hat, wooden spoon, and gives everybody except Father Verla, who's taking care of himself, a taste of what he's making, because his kitchen gives me a bonus to healing mental conditions. This seems like a really good moment.
Oh, Williams, I don't want to.
Is it?
Okay, that is pretty good, actually.
Is it for future as well? Like, can you like keep it or what? Because I don't have any money to contribute here right now.
No, it gives me a bonus to my role that I'm making right now, on which I got 1 success. So
You're
technically, you don't have to eat it. I do, but flavoring it
Uh-huh.
as here, have some.
Nice.
perfect.
No, I will 100% eating it. I'm just, I am narratively healed some internal trauma, but that's really about it.
I am taking care of my my frightened from before. By the way, I assume that I do not smell dinner burning, i.e., it's not like we have suddenly jumped forward in time. It's something going on outside.
All of you hear footsteps upstairs.
No one should have been able to.
I walk toward the stairs.
I pull out a knife.
You walk towards the stairs. Father Segundo, what lullaby did your mother sing to you when you were a child?
Este niño lindo que nació de día quiere que la lleve a la dulcería. Este niño lindo que nació de noche quiere que la lleve a pasear en coche.
Those words and the melody just slowly drift in the air. But there is a feeling of malice where normally there was love. Almost like something is beckoning you towards them.
Going to feeling you next to me. Violet, I'm going to say without looking over, Violet, you are whoever you want to be. And you do not have to do anything that you do not want to do. Now or ever. And I'm going to walk upstairs.
That feels incredibly final. I have my knife out, and I'm just walking behind him.
Oh, I'm with you guys.
Oh yeah.
As well.
As you go up the stairs, the music gets louder. There is a bouncy quality mixed with the malice within, as though it is delighted. You walk upstairs towards where you hear the music, and you hear the sound of a rocking chair creak back and forth.
¿Qué quieres? Which in Spanish means, what do you want?
In a very sing-songy voice, you hear, Tengo hambre. And it just echoes, I am hungry.
¿Por qué estás aquí? Why are you here?
In Spanish, you Hear the Vaesen say, I am always summoned when children are naughty. I am hungry.
I step between. I will not say their name. And Violet. Above table, I understand what's happening. At the level of the fiction, Father Segundo thinks that El Cuco is here for Violet. And is going to step between Violet and this creature.
I need vigilance checks from everybody.
Okay.
Sure.
And in the narrative, you also, the audience, will see Celadonna pulls out the vial from before. I've got 1/6.
I got 1/6 also. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's on a 46 roll. Not a lot going for me there. Okay.
Sorry, how many did you get, Danny?
This one.
Okay, you'll have time to react then. What did
I got
everybody
2.
else get?
I got 2.
2?
Also
1.
one.
I got 1.
All right, so this is you guys. So, Father Segundo, Celadonna, Mr. Williams, you will have like a second reaction that is basically like dodge. With 2 successes, Violet, you actually can attack or something. But what you all see, and some a little, not necessarily too late, but not in time to actively do much. Shadowy fingers start creeping out from under the bed, almost looking as though the fingers themselves are crawling on the floor. They widen and grow, the fingers stretching as they keep crawling. They dart for Father Segundo's ankles. I need you to give me a force roll, force resistance roll. So this is going to be physique force, and Violet, you have a chance to actively do something other than dodge.
Okay, cool. The first thing I'm going to do is grab him and throw him out the room.
Okay. Okay, so order of operations here. So you'll have a chance to throw. This is going to be contested unless Father Segundo is okay with this. Force v force.
Sure.
Or force v agility. Up to you. For El Coco, it has to be force, just as a note.
Yeah, 100%. Just so everyone
What
is
if
aware,
I don't want to
table.
use my...
Go ahead. No, please go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what if I don't want to use my reaction to dodge myself? What if I just want to use my reaction to help Violet freaking do this?
This was a hard check. A reaction means you aren't surprised. Or 1 success means you aren't surprised. 2 successes mean you have a chance to act other than dodge. Basically, so reaction wise,
Gotcha.
in Vaesen,
Understand.
there's only so many things you can do in a reaction. This would be basically Violet, like you're able to do something in that first round of combat, but it's not anything super active. Now, Violet got 2 successes, so is not fully surprised.
I know I don't have anything that I can do, but can I invoke my Wheel of Fortune in this moment?
Yes, you can. All right. Who are you calling upon?
I'm calling upon the spirit that I'm housing inside of me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, you basically you invoke the Wheel of Fortune. You hear a feminine voice. It just repeat a phrase. A choice has been made. So for Father Segundo, give me an additional 3 die on your resistance roll against El Coco.
I did. It's so on the first one, because you need 2 rolls for me, right? You need
I need
the
one
roll.
from Violet, and I need one
This one.
for El Coco.
I rolled both already, and both I got 1/6. Like in each, I got 1/6 is what I mean.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll an additional 3d6 for El Coco, for the spirit helping.
Wonderful. I didn't get anything else. I got a 4, 3, and a 1. So just
Okay.
the 1/6.
So what did you get, Violet, for your force?
I got 1/6.
Okay, so it's a stalemate at this point. You are trying to grab Father Segundo. Father Segundo is trying to plant, and then the ghostly fingers grab Father Segundo's legs and yoink. You see Father Segundo begin to be dragged under the bed, and we need to do some initiative.
If I may very quickly at the level of just the fiction,
100%.
while we struggle as the ankles are grabbed, I look you in the eyes, Violet, and I say, I'm not going to let him take you. And then I'm dragged away.
Okay. Violet has feelings that will come out over the course of this combat. We'll see how this goes.
And one of our anonymous donors invoked Gesh of El Coco. So
I have my own Gesh that I wanted to invoke also, but we'll see exactly how this happens.
all right. Let me get
Dropping all of the cards now.
Uh-huh.
Well, remind me, how do we roll initiative?
yes. So
stressed.
for specifically Vaesen, there's no roll for initiative. It is all with playing cards. I have a digital card deck right here.
Mhm.
And I need you here. I'm going to put it in our Discord chat. And tell me what you draw. This will basically, I do more of Lancer rules when it comes to initiative, where there are player slots. You can choose when you go. This is a epic level Vaesen. What that
Mhm.
means is that it gets a turn after every player character.
Mhm.
So I put the link in the Discord. Let me know what card you draw, and that will create our initiative.
Are you supposed to shuffle it
Please.
first, or does it come pre-shuffled?
Go ahead and hit shuffle just in case.
All right.
Oh, I've got an ace of spade.
Yeah, I got an ace of spade when I pulled it too, so I think it doesn't come pre-shuffled.
I got a Jack of Hearts.
I got the King of Hearts.
Seven of Diamonds.
Okay. So El Coco will go between each character turn. And I drew a
I
card
got a
for.
queen of.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
I got a queen of heart. Sorry. Yeah, queen of heart. I figured out how to do this. I know how to do things.
Okay, so we have a king, queen, jack, and a 7 for player turns. I'm going to roll to draw for El Coco.
I just want to say queen of heart is extremely appropriate for what I'm about to do.
And I got a 3 of spades, so it will go after player turns. First player turn. Everyone sees Father Segundo being drugged closer and closer to under the bed. Anyone can take the first player turn. It is up to you how you see fit this initiative going. Who would strike first? It sounds to me, from what was said, that both Violet and Celadonna were like rearing to go, but it is up to you to decide who goes in the initiative order.
I do have a question for you, Mary, that could help us
100%.
determine. I have 2 questions left
Yes, you
about
do.
El Coco. Is that an action?
That's for free. Free action.
Okay. So would it help all of us for me to perhaps ask those questions now so that we can
Oh
at least
yeah,
one of them?
Mhm.
yeah.
I can specifically ask so that we know if we want to do this together as a table, which I would be comfortable with. If Mary, it would be okay. One question for each of these successes. I have 2 left about its weaknesses, rituals, or motivations. I think we have a clarity of understanding on its motivations. Rituals and weaknesses might be interesting, but I think we need to get specific about what we're asking, if I understand the rules correctly. So I'm wondering, I could ask about a ritual to set it free, a ritual to banish it. That seems dicier as strong as it is, though a more obvious question to ask. I think where Father Sigundo's head is, a ritual to set it free, although it is frightening to do that, is probably what he would be more likely to ask. And then on the weaknesses side, yes, because we're fighting it. I'm trying to get there in terms of how to frame it for him to ask it. So what do we think as a table?
I think weaknesses, and if you want to figure out, however you decide that you want to handle getting it away from here, Violet is going to trust you on that.
Okay.
I know you said we've got the motivation sorted, but especially right now as Mr. Williams has been working on dinner, he has made a habit throughout the campaign of making sure that he gives every person what they most want, even like animals. We know that it has a target, it can't be stopped, it will feed. Is there anything else it will accept to feed upon other than, in this case,
Target.
Right. I would say that would fall under weaknesses.
Okay.
Fair enough. And Ren, what do you think?
So my question would be whether or not this as a Vaesen, this creature right now has the clarity of mind to follow the most ancient of rules that applies to Vaesen.
Okay. Interesting. I am happy to, it sounds like as a whole, we as a table feel good about asking the weakness oriented question that would allow us to better understand if it would accept anything other than its target to feed upon as a way of satiating it, and if it will honor Vaesen customs, ancient Vaesen code, things that would govern its behavior, perhaps, as a Vaesen.
First question, you were asking about weakness. Sorry, my brain is like jumbled right now.
I got you. Don't worry about it. Yes, weaknesses, but with the focus on what was brought up by Mr. Williams, right? Of is there a way essentially to satiate its hunger other than its target? Can't stop it from getting its target. Technically, it got its target. It's got hands on my ankles right now. It will feed, but those are not necessarily connected terms. So trying to understand, can it feed on something else now that it has its target and be satiated? Would be question 1.
Answer to question 1, no. It has to get its target. El Coco is an entity you make deals with. It is a free agent. It basically, El Coco goes after naughty children normally. El Coco can go after the ideology of naughty children. The ideal can be made with entities, especially dark entities like El Coco, that make it so it has a target. Very much, if we're using our real world modern day, it's like a Terminator. It
Right.
will not stop. It will stalk. It will do whatever it takes until one of you is gone.
And then the second question that Celadonna brought up is, will El Coco listen to, adhere to, be bound by ancient Vaesen customs, the rules that we understand govern Vaesen on the whole?
This is tricky. Yes and no. It has its own customs. Its customs are not the same as other Vaesen customs because of the entity that it is. It is an entity of fear. It is an entity of fear. It is an enforcement entity. It is created by dark magic. It is more. Its code is what it's been sought after to do. It is not bound by Brecken law, like how a lot of the Irish Vaesen are. It isn't bound by even like El Coco is it's not like how you can have multiple Advertax. There is only one El Coco, and you summon him to do a very dirty job.
Okay.
I'm content to let someone else go first because I want them to get Father Segundo out from that thing's clutches.
I can go first because I just want to see if it helps at all. But Celadonna is gonna take out the vial that contains her own blood and just break it on the ground. And she did not use that to summon her mother back to enforce the I don't even remember what it was called because she kept that card in her back pocket in case it goes wrong with Hawkins, right? But we didn't need it at the time. So she's going to summon her over here now to as a neutral party to try to stop violence from happening.
So you're taking first player turn. You smash the vial. As far as that is considered. Yeah, I would consider this a quick action. In combat, you get one slow action, one quick action. Slow actions are like attacking. Quick actions are things that you can either, or fast actions as they're called in the book, are either reactions that you can save to defend or simple tasks. So like crushing a vial.
So yeah, if this is a fast action that summons my mother to try to invoke this ancient pact, I'm gonna use my slow action to try to squeeze myself in there to put myself in between somehow, even though they are in each other's clutches, in between Father Segundo and El Coco, just grabbing onto him to start that tug of war again.
All right. Make me a physique force check as you're trying to hold on.
Oh boy,
Father Segundo.
That's gonna be.
Can I give the help?
Right now.
What is it in this context? Am I able to, like, reactively or anything, provide help simply by trying to grab on when she tries to grab on?
I've got 2 6s from my 4th die.
Hey.
Go.
Very nice.
It's just pure adrenaline right here.
Yeah, it's like it's when you lift the car. You know what I mean? It's like you're just like suddenly, yeah.
So from what I'm
her hands all of her limbs starts to look like branches sticking out of her, and just grabbing onto everything she could.
You hold on to Father Segundo. I need to make a roll for El Coco. It's 9 dice.
Oh my god.
I mean, you could like forget to roll a couple of them.
You know how I said when we were talking about big dice pools? You are able to break the grapple. So I got 0 successes.
Let's
Oh my
go.
god.
Wow. That's
You are
incredible.
able to pull Father Segundo back. And it is at that moment you see where the spirit has also a hold on Father Segundo, kind of pulling at Father Segundo's feet. And you see the shadow hand reach for the spirit, and you see the claws of El Coco embed itself in the spirit, grab it instead, and drag it under the bed. That is what El Coco does on his turn.
What happened with Celadon's mom with the ritual?
Celadonna, as you smash the vial, you hear a voice in your head. As a neutral party, I cannot get involved, but I can show you what you need to seek.
Whatever you can do. Just, I never ask you anything, just help.
Mushrooms begin to grow out of the floor, leading you toward the occult library. El Coco has been satiated. Combat is over. For now.
I just want to say the thing that I was going to do, what I was holding on to, or so I need someone else to go first. The moment you freed Father Segundo, I was going to cast fear.
I would love to see this happen. I'm so excited. This could be great.
You're just like, yeah, but he's sated now.
Oh.
Combat's over. I was like, okay.
Well, you
I
hold
will.
on to you might need to cast fear, yes.
El Coco has certain like action terms, right?
Mhm.
El Coco's mission is to get its target or feed on whatever's in between.
Mhm.
He's going to feed, which is bad for you guys. But you have a moment of quiet, and you see a mushroom path leading towards.
I don't. I hate to say this, but I would very much rather do anything else right now than. But there's some reading we have to do. I think my mother, she's not really the most helpful of person, but she does know quite a lot about all of the lessons. She goes to the
Studying
library. And
myself as you're saying that, I reach out toward you, and if it's okay, put a hand on your shoulder and look you in the eyes and say, "Thank you for saving me."
are you alright?
No, no, I'm not. But we should go to the library.
Let's stick together, all right? And
Yeah. Mary, question.
Yes.
Would I have kept any of the holy water that I had from before around?
Yeah.
Do I have any with me? Okay. Just pull that out and hold it in my hand. I have the rosary in my other hand. I'm not using it mechanically right now. I'm just using it. And I'm going to be muttering to myself as we go.
who did you piss off?
Uh, it's a long list. It's a long list, friend. If I had to bet, though, and if it's not the Apollonian Society coming for me because I did tell them, I did tell Nisha to say to Hawkins before everything that I was the problem. So it is possible it's the Apollonian Society, and I'm sorry. I apologize to all of you. I know you're not going to be happy with me about that, but I told Nisha to tell Hawkins that I was the problem and that none of you were involved, and that was
You
all me. Yeah.
you are not. You're not a problem. If you are, we are all the problem, aren't we? And we're not going to let you be dragged into it. Well, Violet certainly wouldn't.
I know that none of you would, but I can't live with myself if anything happens to you for my sake. My only other thought, honestly, is it could be my old friends, the Spanish. I did a bit of an errand I ran while we were in the middle of all the bidding. I went and spoke with some folks who might have done business with the Spanish and threw a bit of a wrench into it. So possibly one of the two of those groups, possibly them together, possibly someone else I'm not thinking of. I don't know.
Violet is
If
angrily
you wouldn't
tapping her
mind.
foot right now, and I'm sorry, not to like interrupt. If you want to continue on, Solana, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. I
Cool.
was just gonna say, Father, I think it will be really helpful if you tell us however much you can about that errand.
I will. I just think that maybe let's get to the library and let's make sure we have as much light as we can.
Yeah. We'll get to the library in a second. You all go ahead real quick. I need to talk to the father about something.
You guys hear the singing again?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to talk privately, but let's talk as we go. And really, everyone, light. Let's please try to stay in the light.
Cool. So as we're walking forward, Violet is asking, "What the hell was that?"
What do you mean? El Cuco? El Cuco is a.
I'm not going to let
man.
him get you, and then you just decided to stand in front of him and do nothing.
I didn't stand in front of him and do nothing, Violet. I stood in between him and you.
You stood in between him and me, and you did nothing. If he was coming after me, he would have gotten me right after he got you. If you're going to put your life on the line, put a knife inside of him. Do something. It is literally worthless to kill yourself and not to throw yourself onto a fire.
Violet, I don't want to die. I really don't. A knife isn't going to. El Cuco is fear. El Cuco is fear.
A knife isn't going to do something. The knife I'm talking about in this sense is metaphorical. If you are going to die, do something in that moment so that your death has some sort of meaning. I don't want you to die, but I don't want you to die from choking on oatmeal and breakfast, the same way that I don't want you to die stepping in front of an arrow to save me when a second arrow is coming right behind it. Your life, and this is crazy coming from me, your life has more worth than being a shield for other people.
Just look at you. You've always been very smart, Violet. And I'm glad to hear you say it.
I'm looking back and forth between both of you. We really must have a conversation about not jumping on swords too readily. And he's walking off towards
Hey, Violet.
Mm-hmm.
I need an agility resistance roll.
Oh boy.
Okay, cool. What's different about a resistance roll?
It is basically like a saving throw in D&D.
So
It is not something that is contested. It is more you need to get a certain number of successes to pass or fail.
okay. Well, I only got one, so
I need you to take one physical condition as Father Segundo. As you are facing Violet, you see at the end of the hallway a shadowy figure with a bag slung over his shoulder, singing the song that your mother used to sing you, reaches out a hand and slashes Violet across the back.
Déjalos en paz, cobarde. And I call out into the shadow, leave them alone, you coward.
And he slowly begins walking.
Violet is going to get up and she's going to say, "This is how you put your life on the line." And here she's going to cast fear.
Okay. Make your roll.
Amazing.
Cast fear. Let me get that talent.
So strike fear 1.
Strike fear.
It's under occultist, right?
Yeah.
Strike fear. It counts as a slow action. Must pass logic or empathy. Okay. Let me make a roll.
This is also directed towards anyone else who's in the hallway.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
The library.
You know what and you know what I have is my Bible, which adds inspiration skill to my attribute test when performing a fear test. So,
Awesome. The first fear test, no one can benefit off of allies. It is a straight logic or empathy.
yeah.
But other things can apply due to the justice card we pulled. I'm going to roll for El Coco for his logic.
Question, Mary?
Yes.
I have the talent loyal, which allows me to add 2 if I'm with people who I've sworn to protect. What that is about the people I'm with. Does that still work, or is that counted as part of you don't benefit from the people you're with?
This is an overarching charity thing where it blocks the allies from working at the moment. So normally that ability would absolutely work, but because of the charity reimbursement, it is messing with the rules a little bit.
Okay. I just wasn't sure whether this was just you're with this many people or other things that are connected with those people. So, okay.
Now, just to make sure I'm doing this correctly, not benefiting from an ally, but can I benefit from my own Bible?
Yes, you can benefit from the Bible, just not your friends.
Copy.
And I'm very sorry, Violet. This does absolutely nothing.
This was not intended to strike fear into him. He is fear incarnate. This is trusting in my friends to do things and getting them out of the way.
Okay.
To be clear, this would normally be an empathy roll. So when I'm adding inspiration, it's just inspiration empathy. Is that correct?
Correct.
Understood. Thank you.
Like, I don't think that this would
I
work on a
want
Vaesen in the
to-
first place.
It does not work on a Vaesen rules as written. Now,
okay,
Ian
wait, I'm
may
so
work.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hey, Mary. Hey,
Hi,
Mary.
hi.
I rolled 8d6 because that's
Yes.
what my inspiration empathy is. I got 4 6s.
The Bible works. The Bible works. Okay. Yeah. I think it is in this moment, Father Segundo. You've been faced with fear itself.
Mhm.
A day ago, you had to deal with a Kusi bark.
Mhm.
When you compare everything, It's a little bit harder, but it's more so that your steeled conviction of not wanting someone to take harm for you again powers you through that moment of just like, it just brushes off of you. Uh,
I
you're
think I
able.
also have a little bit of a flavor for that also for that too.
Perfect.
Mhm.
And so in this moment, right, what happens is Violet uses strike fear and her face darkens and her eyes glow like a green. You could swear that you hear a Kusi bark, like somewhere off in the distance, just like echoing in the back of your mind. And this starts to create a sense of fear inside of you. However, you look at your friend, who I took battered as the condition after I got hit. You look at your friend, battered, bleeding a little bit, oncoming death walking towards them, knowing what they're about to do for you. And in that moment, you're just like, I could never actually be afraid of you, Violet.
At all. And that is what you see in my face. It is, you're a good person, Violet, and I am grateful for you.
Some of
So
us got
while
no
this is
successes
happening,
at
I have
all.
a question. Yeah, I have a question. So they stayed back to have a conversation about all of this, right?
Yes.
And Celadonna has ran full speed
Okay.
towards the occult library because that's her best shot. She wants to know exactly what she can do. So what has she been able to learn and potentially uh, can do in response to this new development?
If you ran away, anyone that did not stay in the specific area that both Violet and Father Segundo are in are not applicable
Yeah, because
for fear. So
well,
that's
I know,
totally
but they
valid.
were talking. They were talking for a while, right? But
You could have
I just
sprinted to
want to
the occult
know.
library. Absolutely. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
saying it because I know Steve failed.
Mhm.
And just in case, if you would like to have
Hmm.
just ran to the library, I'm okay with that as well. Or are you going to be scared near? That's fine too. It's up to you.
I would be more than happy to take you up on the offer to have run to the library, except that I just spoke to these two.
There. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
I
That's true. Roll a d4.
Mhm. I was
That's a
gonna say,
four.
well, oop,
Okay. Fear condition. Terrified. You are blindly attacking at this point.
oh my god.
The fear has taken hold. Normally, this is a choice. We're dealing with El Coco right now. And this is Violet's ability, but you're with like the master of fear. So it's going to mess with things a bit. Um, you feel as though there are no friends nearby. That justice card really kicking in at this point. Everything is an enemy. How do you deal with this? And roll another d4 to see how long it lasts.
Well, thankfully, just one.
Okay, one round.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay. When you say blindly attacking, is the blindly mechanically or is the blindly um, flavor wise, but player still gets to figure out what that looks like.
Player always gets to figure out what that looks like as far as agency is concerned.
Okay. Um, Thankfully, I don't actually carry weapons as such. Um, Crimson, I'm sorry about this, but I know that Violet can take it. Um, Reaching back to school days, big ol' right cross to Violet's chin.
Roll an attack roll.
I'm also really bad at this, which is a good thing.
Works perfectly.
Yeah, big old haymaker with. You don't even have to move back out of the way. It's just yeah.
So Violet's gonna go at the Father Segundo going, Violet, you're a good person. And then at this coming in now, as Mr. Williams is just bereft by fear, then she's gonna say, then trust me and get him out of here.
It is when you almost make contact that you realize you just swung at one of your friends, Mr. Williams.
Yeah. I think I'm still freaked out. I am running library tour library word just because I saw somebody heading in that direction. Not really giving it much thought, just
I will reply. I'm going to put an arm around you. You're running. You're going to go. I am going to reply to you, Violet, and say, you don't die. I don't die. Deal?
She looks at you and I don't know, her face softens a little bit and she says, I'll try my best.
Violet, give me an agility roll, resistance roll.
Cool. Hell yeah. 2 6s this time.
You feel El Coco's hands wrap around your ankles, and you feel that moment when you first figured out that you didn't know where home was anymore. It just envelops your body, but you're able to get out of it before he can pull.
Okay. I've got this to deal with. And as they're running backwards, I give a very quick whistle to Ian. And I don't know exactly what the Gish curse that I have on me looks like or what it manifests as. I kind of imagine it's like a brand on my chest. And so it starts to glow a little bit. I'm using Strike Fear at this point, mostly just as a means to keep myself protected mentally against El Coco. And I say I call upon the Fiona.
Okay. You do that. We will come back to that. Celadonna, you are in the library. You follow the mushrooms to a book. It is written in Spanish. You see it is a handwritten journal.
Okay, I will admit, Celadonna, there's no way Celadonna understands Spanish, so I'm going to use my medium power to contact a Spanish-speaking spirit to translate for me.
Go ahead and give me observation empathy.
Okay. That is a 1 success.
For what it's worth, it's 2 successes. We get a free one from the occult library.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Great.
Once a day, but seems like a good once right now.
Yeah. It's just speed reading. I'm reminding myself of my high school days of just speed reading everything.
You fully in a effort to contact someone. When you touch the book, you're able to use the connection of the person that wrote the book to be able to understand it, and the words translate before your eyes. You find a ritual of banishment specifically designed for El Coco, and I will share it in the chat. You need to get cascarilla, crushed eggshells, mix it with gunpowder, use tobacco, sulfur, and Father Secundo's hair in order to draw a magic circle. You also require a black candle with the creature's name etched into the wax, as well as a white candle with the victim's name etched into the wax. And there is an order in which verses need to be said and actions need to be taken.
Oh, um, w- what are the chances that these things are available in our culture library?
Uh, Very much. Probably one of the only positive things about being associated with the other secret societies is the sharing of important objects, as well as ritual ingredients. You would know exactly where to get
Mhm.
them.
Okay. Um, and I'm gonna try my luck there, but what are the chances that Trinket will have a strand of each one of our hair, or what are the chances if I, being the occultist and understanding the power of someone's hair, would have collected all of my allies thus far?
I'm okay with it because it makes 100% sense and it raises so
Yeah,
many
I feel
questions.
like.
Uh,
So Donna should put a
Well,
weirdo and give
I
See,
can actually, well, I can actually say, Father Segundo would have given it openly. If you had asked for it, he wouldn't have even asked any
yeah,
questions. He would have understood. He
like
would have understood enough and
as
would have given it to you.
someone who even in D&D play a witch who just like is always looking at someone's hair and be like, I can use that someday. Yeah, she would have 100% asked each one of you for that in case, something exactly like this would have happened. And I feel like it's gonna take a few rounds of whatever is going on outside for this to happen. But for the short immediate purpose of this, could Celadonna summon El Coco to her instead of like almost to try to slow it down?
you can try. You
Okay.
can absolutely try.
Ah,
But once the ceremonial stuff is set up, or before it's all set up.
Like, what are you trying to do exactly?
Yeah, you
um,
gotta set up the ritual to banish him first.
yeah, I think I'm gonna set it up and then I'm gonna, because I'm not entirely sure what's going on outside. I feel like
Right.
while she is setting up the ritual, she's starting to hear the very familiar sound of Violet pulling out knives, right? um, so
Uh,
she's gonna. Yeah, I don't know what I need to roll, but let me know how possible it is for her to like quickly set up the ritual and then summon El Coco to her.
100%. You can quickly set it up. As you're setting it up, what did you get for cause fear, or for what were you're using cause fear as a
Uh,
way to embolden yourself, right?
yeah, to like fend off against the fear of El Coco.
Okay. You kind of like keeping that in your mind. It is a bit of a back and forth. Uh, for the three in the hallway, El Coco is currently Terminator walking towards you.
Mm.
I have a question for you. And I'm not trying to push my luck here, so whatever. I mean, obviously, always whatever you say goes. What I had asked about before specifically was an item that I was given in a very different context of a holy water belt. If that is in fact the thing I still have, and it's okay if it's not, what's in it? Like meaning like how much holy water have I going on? Like
From what I understand, as far as like a belt, there is room for three vials of holy water to like smash, like throw,
cool.
like projectiles.
So while you're doing what you're doing, Violet, I would I don't have to say it, if folks don't want to hear it, but there is an oración al ángel de la guarda, which is known in every Spanish language household to be a prayer you want to say to try to get el coco to not come. So I would do that as I smash a vial of holy water on the floor between it and us, or at it if it's close enough, whatever I might see in front of me that makes sense, to try to get the holy water to keep it away at the very least for a bit longer, and to see if the recitation of this prayer in fact does anything or does just make the kids feel better about going to sleep at night, right?
And I
Got what I
still
got.
invoke the gauge for the Fiona.
Yes. So you have invoked your Gesh. The Fianna must help you. If there was an animal that Violet would connect to most, what animal would that be?
I feel like, in keeping with Ian or whatever, right? It's very much a wolf. It's the idea of like a lone wolf, of like a solitary creature that like spends a lot of its time off hunting and keeping to itself, wandering around from place to place. That's the idea that of Violet that she has in her head, more so than the Violet that's super connected to her community. So yeah, I'd say it's like a wolf.
You feel your arms begin to burn. What everyone else sees is tattoos begin showing up, wrapping around Violet's arms, of iconography of wolves. Violet, I would like you to mark on your sheet lycanthropy.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Oh.
All right, cool.
You have a spirit form of a wolf. This works like a werewolf. You are not where the Fianna comes in. Werewolves normally, there are certain gesh of how they have to transform. You can transform at will. It will raise your attack. Any attack you make, you can make a bite attack. It does 2 damage, and you get 3 additional dice to your attack rolls.
Attack rolls. Got it. Cool. And so, in picking up from the last scene, and as you throw it and you pray, if it doesn't work, it goes right back to where we were before. She was like, leave, as she starts to try to engage with this thing directly.
I would also like to know any conditions that you take in wolf form do not affect you until you're out of wolf form.
Okay. But does the holy water in the prayer work?
So Father Segundo smashes the holy water, creating a slight barrier. And the prayer itself, you see the candelabras begin to flicker as El Coco's form begins to shift, like fissure. You hear a loud roar at the prayer being struck. You have a moment to flee.
Going to grab or extend my hand. Actually, not grab. I'm going to hold my hand out to you, Violet, and I'm going to say, please, come with me.
If we have this moment and it's looking like it's going to work, it feels kind of anticlimactic to have transformed like this and then to like I transform immediately afterwards.
You don't have to untransform, right? Like, I think you could just like stay.
Yeah, you can stay in wolf form. It actually will be very beneficial.
Okay.
Because keep in mind, he can't walk on the floor now. That doesn't mean he can't crawl up the walls.
Okay. So Violet is She's gonna tell him that you like I'm coming behind you. You go ahead, and she is actually coming behind you. She's just going behind you and keeping the distance. Like
Okay,
she's
copy.
going to be the
Copy.
first. She's going to be the first line of defense in trying to stop this thing instead of it just attacking all of you at once.
Yeah, he's trusting in that. He's
Hmm,
believing Violet, and we'll go in that order to
hmm.
the occult library.
You all using the prayer to give you the extra second of time. Violet, you are in the back, and as you kind of make your way into the occult library, you watch as El Coco scurries up the wall on all fours, the bag hanging heavily and writhing as though something is inside it. As he is just charging towards you, you do have a moment to get the door shut before he can come in.
Um. Okay. Um. I have a moment to get the door shut, and I'm behind. I have Ian with me right now. Ian's already transformed. I think this is a perfect moment. If I can get them in there and keep them safe for the moment, I'm going to stall further so that way they have enough time to get something done. So this is me and Ian taking a stand against El Coco.
Make an attack.
All right. Um. uh,
You get help from Ian. Get an
hmm.
additional die. Plus the additional that you get from your wolf form.
All right. Cool. So that's physique. 4, close combat, 2, plus 3, 8, plus 1, 9. 1 success. Two successes.
You cause a wound on El Coco. You bite down, and the taste is the smell of iron in the air, almost as though the spirit itself aerosolizes. Uh, you have it grappled currently
Mhm.
with your teeth. It is going to try and strike at you. I need you to give me a. I will leave it up to you. Are you gonna try and just like tank the damage? Jump out of the way? How does Violet in this one-on-one combat do this?
Um, because I feel like this thing is gonna do like 14 harm to me in a single hit. I think I think having it grappled is I think I'm going to trust in the fact that I'll be able to attack it again and that something is that like it'll work out. So I'm gonna hope we're gonna be annoying enough so that it has to focus on us as opposed to going after them. So let's say that I'm gonna try to back out of this attack.
Give me a basically you are trying to riposte as far as action terms. Go ahead and or it would be parry. Sorry, all the sword fighty terms. This is a reaction, either close combat or force.
Okay,
Or
well,
I will give you agility since you're foregoing being able to be in a good attacking position,
hmm,
and but you'll be able to dodge easier. Like it will take less successes to dodge.
okay. Also, because I'm trying to outrun his attack, right, to get into a safe distance before he can get me. Can I use Sprinter?
Yes, you can use sprinter.
All right, cool. Hey guys, I don't know if y'all know this. Violet hates running.
That was good.
All right, 6, 8, 8 dice. Two successes.
Okay. You will take 1 harm. Uh, Note your 2 successes bought off 2 harm.
All right, cool. Yeah, that would have been bad.
Um,
Mhm.
but you dodge, roll out of the way, sprinting enough to like where El Coco tries to pounce using that leverage. You're able to do that. Everyone in the library, Celadonna, you're able to get everything set up as needed. You have the names carved into the candles themselves. It's quite easy. Everything occult item wise is kept in the occult library, at least right now, because of how many things you have yet to unlock.
Yeah, I think if it's possible, because she wants to do two things all at once. One is to somehow distract El Coco by herself. And because part of her is still thinking about whether or not the spirit that El Coco has dragged away could still survive because she feels responsible. And two, to make sure that the banishment ritual is ready to go. So as soon as El Coco is within her sight, she'll be able to do it. But at the same time, she wants to summon it to be focused, to focus on her, to almost like I have conjuring tricks as one of the powers. So can she somehow and if Father Segundo has given her like a strand of his hair, right? He's going to use part of it as part of a ritual and part of it on the separate thing to to make her appear as though she is a copy of him, if that makes sense.
Okay, give me
Like
a
she wants.
observation empathy for using magic to kind of disguise yourself.
Okay. She wants to give off the scent to attract Al Coco to come over. I'm gonna push myself, and I'm gonna take a mental condition of frightened. Okay, this is paying off because we got 2 successes.
Amazing. You are now kind of cloaked. As far as El Coco knows, there are two Father Segundos somehow. For Violet, you see El Coco like twist his head in an unnatural direction,
Mhm.
and you see him scurry backwards along the wall to try and dive into the library.
Um, because I feel like because I closed the door behind Father Segundo and Mr. Williams, and they would have had an opportunity to have told someone Celadonna something at this point. So is anyone telling me about what's going on here?
I 100% am not leaving you out there by yourself. We just made a deal that, you know, if you die, I die. That is the other side of the deal we made. I'm not a Vaesen, but hey, yeah. So I would absolutely be communicating to you what I can reasonably, Mary, that you feel would be reasonable to communicate out from inside. Fully also plan to open the door and throw more holy water in this direction to try to catch you out of there. Just waiting for the window. But like I am not these doors don't lock from the outside, Violet. Don't forget about that. So I'll open that door back up. I'm gonna throw that shit, and you might be a werewolf. I'm gonna try to drag your ass inside. Yeah. Made a deal. Yeah.
But yes, Violet, you see Father Segundo wrench the door open, chuck a holy water to get in the way between you and El Coco. And are you going to go into the occult library?
um, yeah, if it looks like he's calling me in, if it looks like that's the means of like we have a plan, then I'm going to run into the library.
Amazing.
I will also close the door behind you, right? If I
That's
have
wise.
the action economy, I will close the door once you're inside, and then I'll lock it. Not that it matters. I don't think that matters to Coco, but it's gonna make me feel better. So just like, you know.
You slam the
And
door
yeah,
shut. And we are in this moment. This is the first time we've ever done a ritual in Vaesen. Most things you've been able to talk your
yeah.
way out of, but there are some creatures that do not work that way, such as El Coco. Celadonna, you have the book.
Mhm.
And due to your medium abilities, it makes it so anyone else reading the book can also read it in their native language.
I don't think she is able to communicate and explain everything she's doing because I'm asking a lot. She's doing two things all at once and getting ready for all of that and does not want to be bothered. But I'm assuming everything she's doing is quite obvious, and the fact that we have worked so much together, those of you who have entered the library would know that she is on a war path, so to speak, of this is what I'm doing, and will probably set out pretty comprehensible, I suppose, and simple instructions for whoever that wants to help and whoever who could help.
The second Violet's inside, and I know that we're safe, you have my full attention and my full support because you have my full implicit trust.
Mr. Williams will join you in just a second. Quick question, Mary. Between the kind of work that we do and particularly living with Delilah, do I know how to do a quick and dirty ward on the door?
Absolutely, you do.
Okay,
100.
I will
Like, you
join you in a
probably,
moment once I'm done
honestly,
with that.
you probably taught Delilah.
Well, I mean, you and I can know that. She's never going to admit that.
That's great.
You put a word on the door and go and I'm gonna make this just a free action with your training in protecting Delilah, which is a job in itself. You quickly with blood prick your finger, wipe and make the word specifically using shadow sigils, since this is a shadow spirit. And as you finish the circle on the word, you see the chains around the room. Everyone with the sight can see these. If Mr. William uses power magic, what does it show up like? What color would it show up as?
The particular shade of white gloves.
Lily white glove color of chains begin to wrap around the room, and you see them become jostled and slowly, one by one, link by link, they are being torn apart. But you have time to get everyone set up, so when El Coco comes in, you can launch into the ritual.
So we just need to get him into the circle, right?
You need to set up the circle. The biggest issue with this ritual, Celadonna, that you are realizing, you need to keep El Coco in a centralized location.
Okay.
And you need to build the circle around him.
What happens if there's someone else inside the circle with him?
It's not written in the book.
I'll keep him busy. You make the circle.
What if you don't have to?
You've got to make the circle. You're the
I
one who
know,
knows the
but
ritual.
you don't have to. Could I make an effigy? Could I because Father Segundo is the target, right?
Yeah.
Because Violet, if you can't keep him busy if he's here, he's the one
And
that El Coco is going to go after. So,
and
and
I
I don't
I
want to be sorry.
no, go. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I can't handle him. I don't want to be inside of circle myself, and I don't want you to be. None of us should be. What if we cloak? If you could try to help me cloak Father Segundo, so that we could direct its attention to this construct, to this effigy that I could try to create. Then we keep him busy that way.
3 chains are left.
That's a great plan A. Let's go with that.
To you, Violet, quietly, I'm
Mhm.
going to say, um, if you go, I go. You get into that circle, I'm next to you.
Don't.
And that's not what I want to happen to any of you.
Violet's gonna say, "Don't worry about me. The circle's not gonna kill me. I'm just gonna go someplace new that I don't know where I am again."
Not alone.
I yeah. I'm gonna try to make a effigy of Father Segundo and like conjure the triple, the double, the mirror image, to try to set it in the middle of the circle.
Mhm.
What did you get?
I just rolled observation empathy because that's what I usually roll for magic, right? And I got 3 6s.
That's what you needed to complete it in time. I'm gonna be honest. On the last chain breaking is when you finish the effigy. How long it will last, we will find out. We are in initiative.
Mm.
The way it works is similar to combat, is ritual initiative. This is a little homebrew that I've done. You will each take turns, and since the Vaesen is labeled as an enemy at this point and not cooperative, more on the aggression side of non-cooperative. It will get turns to try and attack to stop the ritual.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to mention. I am going to scatter the powdered stag horn. Oh my god. Just like in every one of your faces, and try to protect. Specifically on top of Violet and Father Segundo, because the two of you had a death wish, and we're not going to let that happen.
Okay. Love this.
I thought his incense was bad.
You scatter the powdered steak horn around. The ritual commences. As long as one person is not is still conscious, they're still standing, the ritual goes off. But you need
Okay.
at least one person. The monster goes after the player for rituals. Who is taking the first step of the ritual?
I think it should be Celadonna, right?
Yeah, Celadana's leading the way.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm gonna activate it somehow.
So go ahead and give me a observation empathy roll to see how well this first part goes. As you are doing that, El Coco bursts into the room, drawn immediately to the effigy, and the ritual starts.
Okay. Uh. So I've got 5 6s.
Let's go.
All
Yeah,
right.
I cannot believe this.
You
Amazing.
begin to
Oh.
scatter the circle ingredients to form the first third of the circle. Where your successes come in is that you are not interrupted in your verse. Please say
This
the
is
first verse.
This is some of the only Spanish I know because of a play that I once wrote and produced. And it goes something like de la profundo pequeño melago. And then continuing on as the remaining of the verses, but she is going to incorporate some of the Spanish that she just quickly learned from that book.
And in
From the
the
depth, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I'm done. I was just translating a little bit for the people, and it just kind of means from the depth, and the power that she is going to draw from the depth of the ocean as well as the depth of her own soul.
Love that.
You invoke the first aspect of the magic circle. There is going to be El Coco is going to attack the effigy. Effigy is destroyed, sinking the first turn of El Coco. As you sprinkle the first third of that magic circle around El Coco, everyone hears a cacophony of voices, all coming from the bag. And at least the first thing that is said is, by the light of courage and the strength within, I invoke this spell protection I bring in.
I'll go next.
Uh,
So that's
yeah.
observation empathy.
Yep. It's up to you. However, you need to light a candle, specifically the black candle. That basically is the representation of El Coco.
Okay. So I light that candle, and then we do my 7 dice rolls.
Nice.
Two successes.
Very nice. With the 2 successes, you are able to maintain the flame on the black candle.
And then I say, as I light this candle, the weight of darkness begins to fade. I beckon the light guard me until the night decays.
Violet, I need you to make me a specifically a force roll to keep El Coco in the circle as El Coco launches an attack at you.
One success.
You take 2 wounds.
Okay.
The third part of the ritual requires drawing out the next third of the circle. Who is doing that aspect?
Would you like to?
Well, I guess I'm on the outside because there's good news insisting on being inside the circle. So yeah. So grabbing the piece of chalk or whatever, and continuing the arc. Coco, you shall not hold sway. My dreams are mine. You cannot stay. All your shadows creep, our light remains.
Mr. Williams, uh, El Coco launches an attack at you. Uh,
Right?
it is not physical, it is
Oh.
mental.
Oh dear.
He is trying to reach and find your deepest, darkest fear. In order to resist, I leave it up to you. How do you resist someone prying into your mind similar to what you thought Hawkins would do to you?
So Williams kind of reels back, and he's glancing frantically around the room, and he says, partly to himself, maybe to El Coco, but I think more to himself, "My friends are stronger than my fear. My friends are stronger than my fear," and he's saying it over and over again.
Give me an inspiration roll in order to try and deflect against the attack.
One success.
I need you to take 2 mental conditions.
Okay. Definitely frightened. I'll go with angry. I'm not quite ready to be hopeless.
The 4th segment of the ritual, the 5th must be done by Father Segundo. But the 4th is lighting the white candle that has etched Father Segundo's name in it. A way to sever the bond between the two.
I think I will step back in and do that part then. She will light the white candle while saying, "As I light this candle, hear my words. The self-doubt you bestow no longer works. Each flicker of candlelight strengthens our resolve to right the wrongs you've been built upon." And you're just gonna make eye contact with Father Segundo and give a nod, and which means whatever happens, you carry on.
You're just going to see me say, "Together."
Do I need to roll anything?
Yes,
Does
give
anything
me
happen?
a observation empathy.
Okay. Can I push myself in this?
You absolutely can.
Okay. I'm gonna take another mental condition, which is going to be. Let me see. I'm already frightened, so now I'm angry. 1 success.
Perfect. You are able to maintain the candlelight. You see El Coco sniff the air and become distracted. There are 2 Father Segundos. He launches at Celadonna. Celadonna, I need you to make me either I will give you the choice.
Mhm.
An agility roll gives the chance that the candle will flicker out. A force roll means that you protect the candle.
You know what my answer is. I'm going to protect the candle with everything I've got. Force roll is. Oh my god! Come on, computer.
Force physique.
Okay. Nope.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Mary,
Yes.
Just a thought. Could I like step in front of that, take the blow for her?
I can make a devil's bargain.
I have a thing I'm gonna send you real quick.
Okay. Okay.
Does everybody have mental conditions? I know that 2 of you do. Violet, do you have mental conditions?
I do not have any mental conditions.
Okay. In case this is helpful in any way, I was going to present a hustle separate from the question I just asked, wherein I may have shared my nutritious provisions with my friends prior to this. In which case, if I did do that, they get a +1 bonus to force tests when required to resist hunger, exhaustion, or, and this is crucial, physical hardship. I don't know if this counts as
Oh.
physical hardship, but I did want to ask the question.
And that would have come in handy a little while ago.
I know.
Here's
I
my
know.
problem. And normally I would be like, yes, you can absolutely do this.
100%, it's okay.
Do you feel that Father Segundo in that moment would think of that, like right before, like in that moment of
like right
this?
before. No, it would have had to have been earlier in the day. Do you know what I mean? Like it would have had to
Yeah,
have been before
my
we
guess is
started
it
doing
wouldn't
the-
be like right away.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
it's entirely fair.
And you wouldn't want people to spoil their appetites when I've been making a home-cooked meal.
That is true. We have 2 chefs at home is the thing, and I'm so
welcome.
polite. So yeah.
for the I got that sent right? Did I? Nope, I didn't hear.
This attack from El Coco is
So I
physical,
think
right?
narratively, what happens is, I feel like what it looks like is Celadonna is going to launch herself into the circle to try to take on whatever is happening to protect the candle. And if Violet is launching herself into a shoe, so that's kind of a group huddle.
Yeah, we're mostly in the circle. Part of what I was asking
Yeah.
about and I don't know
Yes.
I don't know how this works in the action economy, Mary, but like part of what I was asking about the mental conditions and also asking now if El Coco's attack here, I believe it is physical, but just to check if it's
Yes.
physical or mental. Okay.
This is physical.
So if I would say that if I see this attack happening as Celadonna is protecting the candle, I'm jumping in front of Celadonna.
Okay. That means that you will take the full 3 conditions.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I'm taking that, I'm looking at everyone else and I'm saying finish it.
Father Segundo.
Yeah.
This last line is up to you. You need to finish the last third of the circle.
Al cerrar este círculo, recupero mi nombre. Rechazo tus mentiras y la alegría que encuentras en causar dolor a los demás. En este círculo permanecerás hasta que la luz del día puede lavar tus pecados. Which is, as I close this circle, I take back my name. I rebuke your lies and the joy you take in causing others pain. It is in this circle that you will remain until the light of day can wash your sins away. I would like to use my blazing sermon. Once per session, I can deliver a rousing sermon to rally my allies. Each player character who can hear me heals 1 mental condition. However, I must take 1 of their healed conditions for myself as I absorb their doubts and fears into my own soul. So the 2 of you that have 2 mental conditions now have 1, and 1 of your mental conditions is mine, and I would like to take frightened as I am fearing for my life, as I stand with my friends, and I see if this works.
Well, I think this
I
narratively makes sense. Oh, sorry, didn't mean
no,
to
no, it's
interrupt you.
okay. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say narratively, Mary Celadonna, Violet has already protected her, so she will in turn try to protect Father Segundo as he completes the circle. So, in preparation of whatever other attack that El Coco might have launching towards us, she's going to position herself between him and El Coco. She is no longer frightened as I heal my frightened condition, but she is still angry. So she is going to use that anger.
100%.
May I accept that as the help action?
100%.
Beautiful. Okay. May
Then
may I also push myself if I need to on this roll
you
before I do it?
absolutely can.
Cool. Hey, guess what, Mary? Gonna push myself. I'm gonna get angry. So now I have two conditions on the mental side. I am frightened and angry that my friends are all having to deal with this because of me, and I am not going to let them go down because of this, and I'm going to roll again. Let's hope
While you're doing that, just to
works out.
finish the picture,
Yeah.
while Celadonna is protecting Violet, Mr. Williams is sliding in next to her and using some of what he has learned from Celadonna to treat some of Violet's most urgent wounds. I
You
took
cannot treat her in this form.
oh, right. I am ready to the moment that I'm able
Yeah.
to. Then
It basically there is no Violet does not look like she has taken any wounds in this form. They will
Okay.
all hit once she's out of the
Mhm.
form. So you can absolutely prep to heal a critical injury.
Yeah, that's the reason I wasn't
Yeah.
like trying to protect Violet, because it didn't look like she has been hurt.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Does 4 6s do anything for us right now?
Let's go.
Okay, fantastic. You guys have met his challenge rating with your successes.
Oh,
As you
I
finish
like that
this
we
our
met it.
circle,
producer is clapping.
We eked it out.
literally barely. If you had only gotten 3 more successes, he would have had a chance to attack Father Segundo before. But this is what you all see happening. As the last segment of the circle drawn with the eggshell and gunpowder mix connects, you see the black candle flare, lighting the circle on fire. It starts to rage and burn, causing a burst surrounding El Coco, connecting to the white candle. You see the black candle flare and fight as it is burned down lower and lower and lower, and you see that the white candle, it stands firm. There are murmurs in Spanish of the prayer to ward off El Coco. Inside the circle, you see El Coco try and lunge one last time at Father Segundo. Coming from the flames surrounding the circle, you see spirits, victims of El Coco, start grabbing and pulling, holding him there, in a way speeding up time to show the sun cresting overhead. Light begins to spill into the room as the circle flares in fire. You hear screams, all of the screams of the victims holding El Coco in place. He burns, ash flying into the air, landing on all of you. The ritual is over. El Coco is gone. And I guess in season 2, we're going to have to figure out what happens to Violet.
Yeah, can I direct the cliffhanger for this?
100%. It's your character agency
Cool.
first.
Cool. So, uh so here we are now. El Coco has turned to dust. Everyone is taking a moment to kind of celebrate. Ian comes over to me and he whines and he licks my face. And I'm like, I know, buddy. And I'm going to look Father Segundo directly in the eyes. And I'm going to say, I really did try. I want you to remember that this is what it looks like when you put your life on the line. And I'm going to untransform. I've taken 7 wounds. My arm looks broken, blood spills from my mouth, and I fall to the ground unresponsive.
The camera goes dark. We see one remaining scene, technically two. In the room that El Coco was originally summoned, screams begin to burst out as the deal was not finished. El Coco will feed. That much is certain. The terms were broken, and El Coco is hungry. We also see an office in Britain, a map of Ireland, outposts being drawn up as though it is a board game. There is one target, Hawkins, and 4 persons of interest. The camera zooms on the corkboard, showing every one of our players here tonight with question marks under their names. And that's where we're going to end season 1 of the Morrigan Society. Thank you guys so much for staying the extra hour. Finales take a little bit of time. I'm still working on it. This is my first full show. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for donating for the wonderful charity event between Nerds with Dice, Sword and Key. Thank you for the raid. And as well as for, let me get my script. We also are working with So Maddie Games. So thank you so, so, so much for coming tonight, for donating. We have been able to raise $70 tonight of our $300 first goal. We have so many more games this season, or not this season, but I mean the season of Pride. But as we get into things, let's see what these lovely players are up to in the following weeks. We're going to start with Violet. I think that's the best way to do it.
Cool. Hi everyone. Crimson Soul. I've been playing Violet Eklund, who may be here next season. We'll find out. You can catch me Monday on twitch.tv/Valdrant on a Cyberpunk Thirsty Sword Lesbians game where I play another character whose life I put in mortal peril. And then you can catch me on Tuesday with Steve and Mary for the final episode of the season for Rotted Tropics, Rotted Capes game, a superhero zombie apocalypse game where my life has just been changed fundamentally. And other than that, you can catch me here on Nerds with Dice on the 13th and the 20th for a Velvet Generation game that I'll be the GM for the Nerds with Dice Pride event. The Ministry of Culture wants us to shut up and to be quiet, and we're going to be loud. We're going to rock, and we're going to show that caring about people is actually punk. And that's other than that, you can catch me on twitch.tv/Crimson Soul _ or crimsonsoul.bluesky.social, where I draw sometimes. And with that, let me pass this on to Ran.
Hi, I am Ran, and I have been Celadonna the Witch, the tree, whatever you want to consider her as. You can find me on social media, Blue Sky. I am Burdick Inspiration on Instagram. I am Rhino Riddler. And if you want to play more games with me, I run D&D and Girl by Moonlight on Start Playing. You can find me as the Lantern Keeper. In terms of as a AP performer, you can find me in a variety of one shots on Nerds with Dice, as well as Pocket Dragon Pub, as part of the Pride Month charity streams. And the rest of this table is so much better than me with promoting these things on social media. So please, please, please follow them. And I'm in a lot of table with them. So if you follow them, you'll find me. Um, and if you enjoy live theater, I am a theater director based in Brooklyn and New York City. And if you're here in the fall, you can catch my production of Feifu and Her Friends at Brooklyn College if you're interested in that kind of thing. And I'm going to pass the microphone to Steve.
I'm Steve, Tall Halfling on the socials, sometimes Tall Halfling RPG. You can find Mary and Crimson on Tuesday over on Stat Monkey Presents for the final episode of Routed Tropics. You may or may not be able to find me there because we're not exactly sure what's going on with my character. He kind of dissipated at the end of the last episode, and I haven't heard from the GM about whether I'm in the finale or not. In the meantime, this Saturday, you can find me over at Miskatonic Playhouse. I'm playing some Call of Cthulhu. If you'd like to play at a table with us with cool people like these, there's a casting form active right now on Nerds with Dice for a Call of Cthulhu game I'm running here next month. There are also or at least very, very soon shall be, casting forms over on of Dice and Dens for a whole bunch of games for their annual Meow-rathon, raising money for an animal shelter, including one I'm running on the 21st. I'm sure there will be other things, but I think that handles it for right now. And yes, go ahead.
I got you. Hi, everybody. I'm Danny Mendoza, he, him. I have been Father Varela Segundo SJ, he, they, which has been a really wonderful experience. Thank you for that, Mary. Thank you for that, everybody. Thank you for that, Nerds with Dice. I've got a bunch of stuff, so let's see how quickly I can do this. We've got a lot of stuff going on for Pride on all the channels that I work with. And it's going to be stuff going on this month. Some of it has been coming since last month. And some of it is going to go into July because Pride is whenever the fuck we feel like it, right? It's as long as we want it to be, and it is whatever we want it to be. So in order, and some of this includes some of the wonderful people who are here. I am going to be doing Big Gay Orcs on at 2 p.m. Eastern over at Pocket Dragon Pub to help raise money for a wonderful cause. And that is, and Ran is going to be in that with me as well. That's 2 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, June 7th. Also going to be running over there 2 more games for the same cause, one of which is Moonpunks, one of which is Viva La Queer Bar. Look out for the days there because I'm not pulling them up very quickly here, but they're 15th and 18th, 8 p.m. Eastern, both times. So you're going to be able to see that there over at Streaming Rainbow, where I am a member of the staff. I'm running a couple of tables through a 5-system format that I do, where we play 5 games in 5 weeks, 5 different games in 5 weeks, around a theme. One is Pride is a Riot. That started with Thirsty Sword Lesbians earlier this week. That's coming out on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday with a talk back at the end of that. And starting on Monday, I think it is the 15th. So I'm going to be in 2 places at once on the 15th. There is another one called Half of My Soul, which is themed around the Song of Achilles and queer as folklore, if you are familiar with that book. So wonderful casts in both of those places, incredible games. We're playing 10 different games between those 2 things. I'm also going to be running and or participating in Pride games here at Nerds with Dice, over at Pantsless Tables, I'm going to be doing it with the old ways. I'm going to be doing it with the bad ideas. I'm going to be doing it at Many Face Plays and Queers and Spears to benefit Trans Lifeline in conjunction with Just the Human and Charity TRPGs. And that is going to be with Steve. Hi, Steve. We're going to be doing that later this month. There's a bunch of other places that I'm in. There's a bunch of other shows that I'm in. There's a bunch of other things that are coming up. So just follow my socials. Best place to follow me is Blue Sky, Danny R. Mendoza. But you put Danny R. Mendoza into anything in the internet, and I'm there. And that's me. So, Mary.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I've been the GM for this evening. You can find me online at the Nerd on Wheels everywhere on social media, where I talk about disability, TTRPGs, and everything in between. Where you can find me next? It's June. It's really busy. At least to give some info on this weekend. First off, Friday, you can find me on Pocket Dragon Pub for a Thirsty Sword Lesbians 2-shot. Where we are all fairy tale creatures in an apocalypse, and we gotta save the princess who's been kidnapped. Uh, Basically, the princess and the pea. It's our job to go save them. We'll see what happens. And I supposedly the second episode is a dating sim, and I'm excited. Then on Saturday, you can find me on Pocket Dragon Pub for Moonlight on Roseville Beach, a wonderful RPG where we are all in a queer beach community doing Scooby Doo level things. I'm playing a cat, familiar.
You play my
Uh,
cat.
yes, I'm playing with Rand
Yeah.
this weekend. So excited. I am playing Rand's cat, Dahlia. Almost said Delilah. My brain's fried. Then later that night at 6 p.m. Central, you can find me back on Pocket Dragon Pub for Oracles After Dark. It is a game of Spindle Wheel where we are playing the fates and creating a story using our tarot decks. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. I'm really excited. And with some audience participation. Also, you can find me Sunday playing Big Gay Orcs over on Pocket Dragon Pub. And also, if you want more Vaesen, don't worry, I'm not done yet. We're going to be back for season 2 at some point, but in the meantime, to get your Vaesen fix, you can find me on the 22nd back here on Nerds with Dice, where we're running Vaesen, the Lost Wolves of Ireland. If you like the lore about, or a queer-centered folklore involving werewolves, playing around with the folklore of the wolves of Osiri, then stick around. We've got more Vaesen fun coming. For the last time this season, before that, we are raising money for the Trans Latina Coalition, a wonderful charity. We're doing it all month long with Sword and Key, as well as So Maddie Games. We've got so many wonderful one-shots coming up. Stick around. So much wonderful things over the month of June as well as the month of July. There's a bunch of signups out right now. We have 14 games for all of June. Make sure and come out, help support the Trans Latina Coalition. And we will not be rating. And I'm trying to look up what the next game would be. But we post everything on our social media, and you can always find the VODs on our YouTube channel. But with that, for the last time this season, may your dice always roll hot. Remember to take your meds, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.